Earl Moorhead, what's up? CSL, MNRC Killer, Daniel, what's going on with y'all, man? Did I catch Earl's last video? Um, Let me see. Damn, Earl released a lot of videos. What? No. An hour ago, 3 days ago. Earl, I ain't watched your live in 4 days. Yeah, CCX. Just say no. No, I did not. Yeah, I didn't see it, man. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it after this, though. I'm definitely gonna watch it after this. Um, I mean, Green Frog, Big Head RC's live right now. Really? I just talked to him a little bit ago. I just talked to him like a couple hours ago, and he said I told him I was going. That's what. Um, AS Outcast is definitely a beast, but I think you should keep the stock ones. Honestly, I wouldn't pay that price for those upgraded ones. Kurtz RC, what's going on, man? Yeah, I seen CCX in the building, man. That's crazy. I appreciate you for stopping in, big dog. Gabe Martinez, what's going on, man? How you feeling? Hey, if anybody want to hop in the live, you can hop in. I'm gonna post a link if y'all want to hop in, man. Cause I just came in here because I'm gonna start wrenching on some stuff. Uh, I got from MNRC, so I'm gonna put them all together. All together. Well, I appreciate you, CCX. Don't know why you were subbed anymore, cause you ain't never subbed in the first place. That's why. Like you just said, just tell them no. Just tell me no. Hey, why can't I hear you? Hold on.
Oh, everything.
You were just live.
Yeah, man. But I'm not gonna break up your party, man. This is where it's happening at.
We was just in the live. I was just telling you I was going live, and I'm like, wow. If I'd have knew that, I'd have hopped in with you and started hanging out with you.
Oh, you good, brother? No, man. Ain't nothing going on over here but rain.
It's better than over here.
Oh yeah, y'all down in the minus degrees, right?
Um, PCX got good weather.
Oh, yeah, but he lives in Virginia.
Yes, yes.
I can't remember which drive shaft, the number for the drive shaft.
Well, y'all got the good weather to fly planes. PCX got the good weather to drive cars. I don't got none of that. I think if I take my car outside right now and I drop it from 2 feet in the air, I think all the axles are not axles, but all the drive shafts will snap or the A arms. And y'all got good weather right now.
Yeah.
Let's see what our weather is. What's the weather out in St. Paul? No, it's not bad. It's 8 right now. -8. This morning it was minus 20.
Where's our boy Kevon at?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's asleep.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, my people out in Texas said they had a cold advisory. It was 40 degrees out there.
I think Gabe was just on my live. I think he said it's supposed to get down to like, did he say 10 tonight?
Yeah, he just said that. Yep.
That's crazy.
I took the biggest loss to everybody, man. I can't go outside for more than 30 seconds without shivering.
I'm at my garage right now and it's not heated, but it's like 40 degrees
I'd be
outside.
happy
So
with 10 degrees right now. I'd be happy with 10 degrees. That's how bad it is.
yeah, he did say 10, didn't he? I hate to wake up and dig my car out, freezing weather.
Yeah. You only felt cold until you felt -10.
I couldn't imagine.
But it was 8 degrees. It didn't, or -8 a little bit ago earlier. It didn't feel bad because of the sun. But when you get out that sun, you feel that wind. So
Yeah, it makes a difference because when they, take the temperature, it's usually in the shade. It's not in the sun. The temperature that you see on your phone and everything.
one stop shop.
What up, DeAndre?
What's going on with you, man?
Oh, same old, man. Got that weather like you, man. We're about to get 10 to 12 inches the next 2 days.
Goodness.
What state?
Indiana, right there. I'm right on the Ohio
Oh.
line. Give me a
Yeah.
second.
Okay. You said you're on the Ohio line.
Yeah, I'm in Indiana. I'm on the east side, like right on the Ohio line.
Oh, okay, so you're south of Chicago, right?
Yes, correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting ready to get some stuff. It's been really cold here. It's been like 2 degrees, 5 degrees,
Yeah.
Goodness.
10 degrees. I went out and
Next
ripped
week
the
we're supposed to.
went out and took the Max out today in the snow, man. And I have a time to clean that bad boy, man. It was covered with snow, man.
Yep, it just sucks it in.
It does too, man. That's the only thing I hate about taking out my RCs and the snow and stuff, man. Cause it sucks it all in, man. You gotta come in, you gotta really clean them, man. If not, then you're gonna rust your bearings and everything. So.
Yep, the rust comes and it's terrible.
So I try to get in as soon as I get done running them, man, and start working on them.
Yep.
Get them dried up, for sure.
And then when you're out here in the if you hit the water, you gotta have an air compressor.
Yeah, I definitely I got an air compressor. What I do is I take my I got a leaf blower. When I first come in, I blow it off. Actually, I let it set and let the snow kind of melt off of it on my table.
Yep.
Then I take the leaf blower to it like twice, and then after I get the leaf blower and get it dry for the most part, then I take the air compressor, and then the WD-40 comes in after that.
Right. Yeah, you definitely got to get the WD-40 in there on the. But
WD-40 is a must.
Those bearings, guys, don't do it.
What is it?
I said don't WD-40 bearings.
Yeah.
Don't do that, guys.
It eats the plastic seals around them, right?
No, WD-40 is not a lubricant. It is a.
Oh, it's a water repellent.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it don't lubricate it. It actually takes the water out, or takes the moisture out, so it's just dry. TSL, you're absolutely right. Wind chill is a huge factor when you get to the cold. The wind chill plays a huge role.
Oh yeah, wind chill's major factor, man. Because it's been like 20 degrees here, 28, but with the wind chill, man, it's been like 10, 9, 2.
Yep, yep.
It's been like crazy cold, man. And
It was
plus, I work outside a lot. I'm a plumber, so I still have to work outside during this crap, man. And, whew,
it's terrible. It makes you hate where you live.
it does, man. But I mean, I was born here, so I guess I'll stay here.
So it's -9 right now, right? -9. This is the wind chill.
Man,
Dang.
it's crazy.
Phew.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to start a GoFundMe for you to move.
Yeah, I was talking to my man Red Rock RC.
You're up there though. You get that lake effect, don't you?
Huh?
Do you get the lake effect
What's that?
where you're at? Where you at?
Minnesota.
Yeah, you get the lake effect and all that stuff, man. It's really cold up there.
Oh yeah, when you get that wind, it's just bone chill wind.
Yeah, you definitely get it up there. I mean, we get it here, but not as bad as you up there.
Yeah, I mean, people be like, "Oh, you guys got 10,000 lakes. We're the land of 10,000 lakes. That's what we're known for."
Right.
And if you look it up, we actually got 11,000, like 150 lakes. Like it's just they're everywhere, everywhere. And then
I've been up there before. I've been up here to the Mall of America.
Yeah,
I've been up there a few times, man. The lakes are beautiful up there, though, man. During the summer.
he said he live in Antarctica. Yeah, right.
Let me see. I don't think I can see the chat. Let me see the chat here.
You won't be able to see us if you see the chat.
Because I'm on my iPhone, so.
Yeah, water displacement formula. Yeah, that's right.
I would go in there where my computer's at, man, but the lighting stuff.
Horrible.
I don't know how much longer the phone's gonna last, but I figure I'd jump on for a few minutes, man. It's been a long time since I've been on anything. I think last time I was on RC Guy Garage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think you were on there too.
I've been
my
on
channel
there.
used to be LMR's RC Adventures.
What RC Adventures?
Eleanor RC Adventures.
Oh,
Yeah, that's me, man.
Okay, yeah.
I changed it. I changed the channel or the name of the channel because it was Eleanor because my cousin was supposed to kind of get into it with me, and the R was his name, and he kind of never got into it with me, and then had anything to do with it. So I went ahead and decided just to change the name. So that's why I did it.
Yeah. That is the loudest damn drill I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, you talking about mine?
It's quiet now. It got quiet when you put it away like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe I need to set the gate on that mic. I can set the gate on it where it won't open up until the certain amount of noise.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah, man. And then it'll close at a certain amount too. It's called the gate. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Pretty cool. I gotta put a wheel nut in here. I knew something would
Man, you
look
guys
right.
are writing a lot.
Big Head, what are you working on?
This is a slash. I was working on my Capra, but I broke a drive shaft in the rear of the slash, and this is the last factory drive shaft I got. I'm gonna put in here. I'm gonna go with the MIP X duties because if you keep replacing these drive shafts with the factory ones, you'll go broke.
Hey, that's for sure. That's on anyone, man. I finally went. I bought the Rustler 4x4 and I bought the brushed edition, and I pretty much upgraded everything on that. But I ended up, tearing up drive shafts all the time, man. So I went ahead and got Still CVDs. I got the Still CVDs on the back for the Rustler, and then they didn't have them for the front, so I ended up getting the Haas ones for the front. And I'm telling you what, man, that Rustler, I have beat it to death since I've upgraded everything, man. That thing has been solid.
Yeah, I would probably already change, but I just had some, on my parts board. So that was my last one. So now we're going to go with the X duties.
CCX, I wanted to grade out. I don't know if you were talking about the Mall of America CCX. Mall of America is right outside Minneapolis. Some people say it's Minneapolis, but it's not. It's really Bloomington. But one thing about us in Minneapolis, we hate Minneapolis with a passion. People from St. Paul and people from Minneapolis hate St. Paul with a passion. It's just an ongoing feud. I can't stand Minneapolis. hated out there. People will tell me like, you want to go to Minneapolis or something, and I'm like, for what? To catch AIDS? You know what I mean? Like, it's like AIDS central. Like they're known for having. There's a lot of AIDS out in Minneapolis. But yeah, that was a little fun fact.
See, I saw you somewhere one stop. Did I see you on what was that guy's name that works? Sheriff Beasley? Sheriff Beard what's his name? He works in like a wood shop, like
The
outdoor.
wood shop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wasn't you on there?
I was on
Oh.
with him and the RC Guy Garage when it was LNR RC Adventures.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, I remember that.
Sheriff Beardsley.
Chef Beardsley or something. Chef Beardsley.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
okay.
good. All right, I'm back in the chat, y'all. I'm gonna watch the chat.
Yeah,
Big
I'm sorry,
There you go,
if
Green
anybody's
Frog.
asking
There you
me
go.
something in the chat, I can't see the chat, so sorry, guys.
I'll read it. Bobby said, I think it's a 2-wheel drive. That's 2-wheel drive, Big Head, right?
Yeah, four-wheel drive. Yeah, I didn't even see it.
4-wheel drive.
Yeah, it's 4-wheel VXL. Yeah.
Oh, Shade Tree, you also said something. Has anybody had a Cordova motor? I don't know if anybody asked, but if they do, man, let me know if y'all have it. But I was working on an RC. Actually, it was my dude Nutty One. He used to be in here. I don't know. He kind of like stopped. But Nutty One had one, a Cordova, and I was working on his infraction. He had it in there. It's a beefy motor, man. It's beefy. That's what made me want to get a TP. Cordova, I can't afford.
I'm trying to get me a Creighton 6S. That's my next ride.
Creighton.
Yeah, I want the 6S. It really doesn't matter which one, to be honest with you. I actually wouldn't even mind buying a roller off of somebody.
What is that, an X-Max you're working on now?
The Mini Max, just the Max.
Oh, awesome truck.
I wish I had the X Max.
Yeah, me too. I got the Mini Max too, but I wish I had an X-Max.
Yeah, I like the Mini Max though, man. It's a tough truck, man.
I guess we both probably watch what's his
RC
name,
Killer.
Kevin.
What's that, big head?
I said we probably both watch Kevin Talbot because we call it the Mini Max. I think he's the one that coined that term.
Yeah, he
Mini
did.
Max.
The Mini Max. Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's probably why I said that was because of him. But then again, I mean, a lot of times when I say Max or something like that, people automatically think it's an X Max.
Oh yeah.
I mean, so.
Got the knuckles to fix the Baja Ray 2.0. Yeah, buddy. I just picked this up from a buddy of mine. I did not find that RC Killer. I'm gonna look though. I'm gonna look in this box right now.
I need to
That's
find my
nice.
body here. Where'd it go? There it went.
Yeah, Bobby. I don't know. I know a lot of the 4-wheel drive parts. We'll work on the 2-wheel drive slash, but I'm not. I've never owned a 2-wheel, but this is just my first RC. And
Here's my new one. I haven't got out yet. The V3
Oh, it hasn't been out?
Typhon.
You haven't had it out yet?
I took it out one time, and it's been like nasty weather ever since. So I
what
got
is that? A 3S?
What's that?
What is that? A 3S?
Yeah, it's the V3, the new Typhon V3 3S. But I ended up putting some different shocks on it, front and back.
Now it and the Big Rock share a lot of parts, right?
I ordered some buggy wheels. I got buggy wheels, 2 sets of buggy wheels over there that came in. There's a track that actually they just built it about 45 minutes from where I live, and they're going to open it up in spring. So I figured I'd take this thing over there and kind of play around with it on the track.
All right.
508. Is it a new 508 or is it a big one?
What's that, Deontay, man? You're breaking up real bad.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my internet.
Oh, I heard it okay. He was asking 508 about that Nero. There's Kevon. Look, he can come in the chat, but he can't come in here and talk to me.
Yeah, it's weird. That's weird that he did that.
Hey, what is that noise? Who's eating?
Might be me, man. Might be me. That's actually funny.
Let me make sure. Oh, I know what it is. Hang on.
Is it you?
No, I don't think it's me. Are you hearing it too?
Yeah.
I thought maybe I was hearing it in another window.
It
I'm
might
gonna
be
mute
me.
my mic.
Kevin, yeah, that's the one that Gap has. Let me try mine.
It's still there, ain't it? Yeah, it's one stop. I don't know what it could be. Maybe he just needs to go out and come back in.
It sounded like it stopped.
Yeah, it did. It went away.
One stop's frozen though. Unless you could just hold a pose like that for that long.
Yeah, that would hurt your back, man, if you stood like that for a long time. This phantom noise is what Green Frog says, and he's the smartest guy I know on
I don't
here.
know what it did. Let me just get out here for a minute.
It sounded
You
like
guys hear
Cookie
me?
Monster eating potato chips. Yeah, we can hear you, brother.
Look. Let me.
Yeah, it was him. Maybe.
He said that's the smartest guy I know.
Come on in here, Kevon. I need to say his name right. I don't know nobody named Kevon except him. Come on in here, Kurt. Kurt's the guy I want to talk to, man.
I see killer. I found it. I found it. Got it. Hey, one stop. You can if you need the link again, let me know.
Yeah, the reason I thought Kevon sold real estate is because he was going around all them houses telling what the prices was, you know. And I thought maybe he's in real estate.
Oh, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah. Them houses down here probably would be in the $300,000 range, I guess. Because, you know, it's where I live, there's not a lot. It's out in the country.
So if you're out in the country, then you got to drive far to get to work.
Yeah, I drive probably about actually work in North Carolina, so I drive probably about 40 minutes to go to work. There's my boy. What's up?
What's going on, guys?
Just chilling, man. How you doing?
Not much, man. Not much. I couldn't hop in before. I had some technical difficulties.
Hey, that's a good excuse.
Yeah. Yeah, we understand that.
Nah, it's today's Valentine's. The old lady had too much to drink.
Oh my God.
You said today's Valentine's. Your old lady what?
Too much to drink.
Oh, she was like, Kev, come here, let me suck you.
Hey, easy.
Hey, you know how they be getting drunk, they be doing that, man. Let me suck
Yo,
on you.
it's funny the icon don't say nothing in the chat, but today when he heard a deal for $250, he was like, "Oh, I'm here."
Did he snap that up? I was wondering who got that.
Icon, as soon as he hear a deal, boy, I've never seen him type a word in the chat, but that day. Oh, thank you, Earl. I got crumbs on my beard, man. Yeah, I was just trying not to eat wrong today, man.
You was trying not to what?
Trying to eat good, just know I had some I ain't gonna lie and tell you guys what I have. I ain't seen what I had.
You ain't gonna say what you had?
Nah, man. It wasn't good. That's all I'll say. My daughter's girlfriend just got a job, so she bought us dinner tonight.
Oh, that was nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Your daughter's girlfriend?
No, my daughter's my girlfriend daughter got a job. I'm sorry.
That's what it sounded like, that Deontay. You was right.
How old is she?
She is 16, turning 17.
How old is your girl?
My girlfriend is 41.
Okay.
Mhm. No, I don't eat no. I'm not a sushi boy. Cut that out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, man, I just seen your. I need to.
Yo, where did One Stop Window?
I don't know. He said, "Oh, you got jokes."
One Stop is gone already.
His mic was making a little bit of noise, but he probably just had to go out and come back in. He'd be all right.
Yeah, his mic was making noise.
Yeah, it sounded like somebody eating potato chips.
Oh,
Sound like Kev was in here.
Yeah.
nah, he might need that plan that we all on then.
What's that plan we all on? Because I don't think you're following it.
No, that plan is the internet I'm talking about. A lot of people come in the live and the internet is not that great. And his was good though. I was watching him for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna see what his collection was about, you know what I mean?
I know you. That's why I was looking for you. I'm like, I know he's gonna come in here and be like, I'm glad to see you on camera. That's the first thing I'm gonna say.
You're exactly right, Deontay. Let me see what you got. Let me see how many cards you got.
Yeah, man, because you might got something he giving away that night for $100, you know? Might get lucky.
Man, you ain't gonna pay for it anyway unless it's an ESC.
To replace the one that nothing's wrong with it because you don't run it over 5 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. Listen, I was gunning that car that day and it was cutting out when you try to hit it hard. It was like cutting out a little bit, like it was what's the word?
Like it was cold outside? Cogging, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, cogging. It was doing something like that when you hit it like from a standstill. It wouldn't just, you know what I mean? But it got powers. It won a wheelie. I'm like, you know what? I ain't trying to make this bad boy jump on its top anyway, because I love the body. I'll faint if this thing do a wheelie and end up on the top.
508. No, I didn't see that. Oh, one stop. I'll send you the link right now.
Super Mario World in Japan. I think I've saw that before, but it's been a while.
Yeah, man. Mm. So what do you guys give to your ladies today? We know Deontay didn't give his woman anything besides a roof. What you did, Big Ed?
Yeah, I sent mine some flowers. Well, didn't send it to her. I went and got them this morning.
Nice. Yeah, I saw your flowers in the live. That things look nice, man.
Yeah. I was going to buy me some more, what do you call them, pegboards from Home Depot, but after I bought them flowers and seen the price, I said, nah, that can wait.
I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to copy that flowers you sent in there and send it to my girl.
What's
I was
up,
like,
guys?
nah,
I'm
you're not
back.
gonna make me look bad, Big Head.
I've been working. I went and got that this morning. I rode by the florist and it was actually open. Welcome back, One Stop.
What's up, man?
What's up, One Stop?
My phone died. My phone was dying. That's why it did that.
Oh, okay.
So I had to get it plugged in and stuff and get it fired back up.
What's your internet provider over there, man?
Comcast.
Oh, okay.
I got pretty good internet. We've probably got about the best you can get around where I live at, anyways.
Yeah, Comcast.
Nice.
So it was just my phone. That's what was jacking up. It was about to die.
Oh, okay.
Deontay, what you working on?
I'm working on this Outcast. Taking the aluminum upgrades off.
Gotcha.
Put them on something.
Hold up. I just realized something here. I'm on the live with 3 white guys. I'm the only black guy on here.
Man, you call me white. Do I sound like I'm white?
Racist.
You know?
Hey,
Deontay is white. We all know that.
There ain't no collar, man. We're all Americans.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Deontay is white. We know that. Big
We
head,
all got
obviously.
kids.
You could tell.
How can you tell, man?
First time I ever been on a live with 3 white guys in my life. Wow. I'm getting there. I'm getting somewhere in life.
And just don't walk into the woods with 3 white guys.
I know, right?
You're right.
He said, "What's your phone run off a burrito?"
What's your phone run? Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
man.
how many cars you got there? One Stop. What you got there, man?
Oh, I got let's see. I need to get some more, but I've got the Max. I've got the Rustler 4x4 VXL. I got the new Typhon V3 3S. I'm getting ready to.
Can you pick up your phone and show it to us, or you on Apple TV or something?
There's
that's
my
nice.
Typhon right there. That's my new Typhon. Let's see. If you can see
Come
back
on,
here.
man. We ain't about to go steal your stuff. Come on,
No,
let's see
I'm
what
good.
you got.
That's my Max.
No, you don't understand, One Stop. He does this to everybody.
I know he does. I already heard you guys talking. Like, hang on. That's my Max. That's my Rustler. And then you can't really see him back
No,
there.
One Stop. That ain't gonna happen. You're gonna have to bring him over here and show him to him one at a time.
I got
Right,
a
and tell him the whole history.
Stampede, or not Stampede. I got a Slash 2-wheel drive, and then I got a Rustler 2-wheel drive, and that's it.
Nice,
So
nice.
I got 5, and then I've got a mini, which actually I love this little thing, man, in the house to play around when it's nasty outside. But I got a little mini Latrax rally.
Oh,
car,
nice.
four-wheel drive.
How was those things?
Yeah, I like it. It's pretty fun inside the house. My little 2-year-old daughter really likes to play with it. She likes to smash.
Is that brush or brushless?
It's brushed. That one's brushed.
It's fast.
Nice,
Fast in the house.
It is, dude. That thing's awesome, man. It drifts real good in the house, man. Back in the family room, dude. I'm just back there drifting around the couch and stuff. It's fun, man.
Wow.
In the house, it really is. And then just got the DX5C, the smart one. Just got
nice.
got the receiver. Just got the receiver in the other day for the Typhon. That was because somebody told me the new 3S V3 was compatible with the DX5C Smart. The receiver was, and nope, it wasn't. So
No,
I
it ain't.
happened to order the receiver, so I ended up ordering a receiver. I should have just got the combo if I would have known, because I think it was a little cheaper that way. But you know, you live and you learn. It is.
Yeah.
Captain Flannel said, "Show the deer one stop." I don't know what he's
Oh, the
talking
deer?
about.
You want to see my deer? All right. I mean, I've got a few of them. I actually have one at the taxidermy right now. Oh, he's talking about just the 3D target there, but I'll show you my big boy here real quick. Let me see if I can get the phone from dying. Take you guys to the house real quick.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Your phone was dying. Got you.
Yeah, it was dying earlier. I don't know how good the lighting is going to be back here, but this is my big Pope and Young that was put in the record book here in India.
Oh, a record deer! Wow.
Yep.
Man, just don't be showing us people like no Jeffrey Dahmer stuff. Now we gotta report you.
Kevin seen a deer today.
Oh yeah, wow, that's crazy.
That's a
right
big old
there.
deer, man.
Man, he's
Oh,
a big giant 8-pointer. Had 13-inch G2s.
Where'd you kill
yo, is that
at?
legal, man?
What's that?
Is that legal?
No, that's legal.
Oh.
That's legal. That's where I come from. I mean, during deer season, I mean, you can't kill them all year long, but there's different seasons. I'm a big hunter, man. I travel out. I go out west and go elk hunting out west in Colorado, up in the mountains. But I'm a big bow hunter, so I bow hunt a lot.
What state you're from, man?
I'm from Indiana.
Kevin all sad about the deer. That ain't Bambi, Kevin.
Oh yeah, that's Michael Jackson state, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's from Gary, Indiana. That's where Mr. Jackson.
Yeah, he's from Gary. Yep. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How far are you from Gary?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm about 2 hours from Gary.
Okay.
Yep, Gary's up north of where I live. I'm pretty
North.
much. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Ohio, but I'm pretty much. You know, you ever heard of Dayton, Ohio?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like a lot of motors there.
45 minutes west of Dayton. So
Now,
that's
where'd you
where
kill
that's
at?
where I go a lot to get like my RC stuff. They got a hobby shop over there that's called The Hobby Shop, and man, they have everything, dude. That's probably one of the best hobby shops I've ever been to, and they're always way cheaper than anybody else. Like my local guy, I go to him, but man, he try to rob you, dude. I'm serious, man. He's just one of them
Yep.
guys. Like he wants $1,050 for a stock X-Max. $1,050, dude. I can go to Dayton
What?
and I can get the X-Max. They have it over there for like $869. You know what I mean? He's trying to like bust my head for $1,050 for it. And there's no way I'm gonna pay $1,050 for an X-Max.
No.
There's no way.
No,
RC Max Master.
one stop. You see where my hands is pointing? Can you look carefully where my hands are pointing?
Yep.
See up there?
Yep.
It's actually above you. That way. See that guy above you?
Yeah.
If you want something for cheap, he's the man.
That guy right there, huh?
Yeah, he would sell you 2 X Maxes with battery shipped to your house for $250.
Dang.
So, if you want a good deal, he gonna rob you. He gonna make you survive to see a couple of years.
I'm looking for a Creighton 6S. I just want a roller though. But I got some guy that's been hitting me up on Facebook. But I mean, I'm kind of leery when it comes to Facebook. But he says he's got a V3 for like I think it's $225 plus shipping for a roller.
Deontay got good deals. It's just that his cars come with a sticker that fly high.
Did y'all see that on RC Guy Garage the other day? I didn't know mine had broke. My arm, my battery strap had just the same place.
Well, no,
his
he
was.
got-
Yeah,
the
yeah.
deals
I
go
seen
one
his
stop.
8S, his Outcast,
Yeah, my strap broke too.
where they heat them together.
Yeah.
Compromise the compromise the strap where they heat them together.
Look at
I
that.
didn't even know that.
RC Killer. He's like, I'm giving out deals, huh? RC Killer. He said, I got my 8S X Max ready to run from me for $600.
No, but for real, I am gonna get a Creighton 6S. I think that's gonna be my next one. I want an X Max, but I don't know.
When
I've seen all these
you get it?
videos of these Creightons, man. I just want one.
Tony broke his too.
You want X Max?
I do, but I mean, I'd like to have a crate before I get next Mac.
When are you looking to get it?
What? Which one?
The success crate.
Probably the next couple of weeks. Hopefully, maybe here in 2 weeks, I'd like to get one. I mean, just a roller. I don't even want the electronics. I got electronics here.
Deontay got good deals on the low though. Seriously, he'll hook you
I
up.
know.
Man.
I always see him. He's got some good deals. I definitely see it sometimes. I've been on about every live he has, so sneaking in.
Yeah, he got some good deals, man.
Listening. I just got my ears listening.
Yeah.
I'll have a V4 coming up here soon.
You'll have a V4 coming up soon?
Yeah, I just got to make sure it's all right and all, top notch, no issues.
Yeah, I hate that, like, dealing with people on Facebook, man. I've heard so many horror stories. Or they're, like, buying off of eBay and stuff. Wasn't it Jessica and them got kind of shafted off eBay for a Creighton?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I did the same thing to mine.
Right there, man. That guy right there, that was dirty.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think
I'd still buy a lot of cars, man. It's just getting too expensive and it's getting out of hand. So I'm gonna stick with what I got right now.
Yeah, I want like at least one or two more, and then I think I'll be all right for a while. But then again, that's what I said about the first one.
Yeah.
You know, when I bought the first car, I was like, I only want one of them.
You ain't looking for an Outcast?
No, I actually had an Outcast 4S.
Oh, the 4S.
Yeah, I had a 4S Outcast, and I gave it. My cousin sold it to me, and then I ended up selling it to my buddy.
Was it too wild?
No, it just freaking everything was wrong with it, man. It was just one of them problems, man. It just everything kept on breaking on it. Then
What do you think is inside of mine's one stop?
what's that? Is that
What's
great?
the same car you got, man?
Oh, that's your Typhon. Is that the 3S?
Yeah, the 3S Typhon, but no success.
6S? Oh, nice, man. I
Yeah.
want to go 4S.
So you could put yours on success if you want to. It's just fast to me.
Yeah, I want to. I was going to just get like a 4S ESC or something.
Huh?
I mean, put it in there, run the same motor because I'm going to run it on a dirt track up north.
Yeah, you can run that motor on 4S.
What's that?
That thing's gonna be wild though.
You can run the stock motor on 4S.
I'd run it on.
You think it'll be wild since you don't
I'd run it on 3S.
be running on 3S on the track? I mean, it's still fast on 3S though. You know what I mean? It really is for what it is. That new V3, man, it's quick.
I find those motors to pull a lot of battery juices though. That's why I don't mess with them.
Yeah. I got me 2 new batteries, man. I still ain't even tried them out yet. But then again, I haven't hardly run it but once. I went and bought I got 2 8,000 milliamp 100C Z batteries, the hard case,
Oh, okay.
with the EC5 connectors. Man, they fit.
Nice.
I'm telling you what, they fit perfect in the 3S Typhon. I mean, perfect.
Yeah, man. I put the Limitless. Is it Limitless? Yeah, the Limitless wheels on it.
The Hoons?
That boy move.
Yeah, dude, that's nice, man.
And I put the Kaju lights on it. It says mad bright, this thing.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to paint a body. I got a new Typhon 3S body that I got in clear that I'm going to paint. I painted a couple bodies. I painted a really nice Max body. I think you've seen that, Deontay. That Max body I painted when I was on L&R RC Adventures. Remember that one? It was like burnt orange and blue and all that stuff. You guys were watching it on True Boys.
Or was it cut? Like cut
It
off?
faded. It faded real good. It had like metallic. It was like metallic. Because I remember you got one on the True Boys. I think I still got it, man, but I tore it up pretty bad. I think it's back up here somewhere.
God, I gotta get me some Benadryl.
I got like 4 Max bodies. You can't really tell though in the dark, but it has like it's like burnt orange and
sweet there,
blue,
man.
and it fades.
I like in clear windows. That's a Max body?
Yeah, it's a Max body that I painted.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
It's got like burnt orange. You can't really see it once the light hits it.
I see it. I seen it just now.
Like a
Yeah.
really blue strap.
Oh man. Oh.
There it is. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. Hillary.
Yeah, tilt it a little bit towards us. The hood. I could see it on the hood when you hit it on the. Or
But anyway, it's like burnt
The
orange
bonnet.
right there, and then it fades, and then it's got like this blue, like a blue stripe right here. You can't really see it out here in the dark, but and then back here is metallic black.
Where is it beat up at?
Take your
let's see
icon.
here. It's split. Let's see. Let me do that. It's split right here. It's split right there. Completely split right there. It's split a couple other places too. I kind of took some glue though and kind of glued it back, but it's really bad broke. Like, can you see it right there? See that big split in it, that crack? If I pull it back, you see that crack right there. You can see my thumb through it. But I mean, I tore it up pretty bad. But like I said, I had fun. I had fun painting it. I got like 4 max bodies. I still got one brand new up there in the plastic, the orange one.
You need to ship that one to me, man.
I was about to say the same thing.
I
Like,
got one orange one. I got the painted one I painted. I got one blue one, which the blue one's in really good shape. And then I've got a brand new orange one still in package. I kind of like to keep my backup bodies.
yeah, I kind of
Give me a second, guys. I gotta see. I think my daughter's up. You up, sissy? Come here. Come here. Come on, baby. Come here.
He says daughter or his dog?
My daughter, my little baby right here. My little
Oh, okay. I thought you said
Miss,
dog.
little Miss Addie Line. Say hi.
Hi, Addie Line.
Hi. Say hi. Wave to him.
Yeah, see, I need a new body. Mine's been.
Oh
through.
yeah, yours is beat down, man.
I got it wrapped in fiberglass tape though.
Yeah, I got
I just did my big rock body like that too.
This is my bashing body right here. Big head right here. It's the orange
Oh,
one.
yeah.
I got it all Gorilla taped inside.
Yeah.
And I beat it up. I mean, I beat it up pretty good. It's pretty damaged. And then I still got this bad boy just waiting
you
Oh
know,
yeah, that's
for
nice.
that one. And then I've got the blue one on it right now. It's in really good shape. It's pretty much brand new too.
I think I'm gonna go indestructible if I replace mine though.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get you a juice box. You want a juice box?
$80. I'm gonna go get you a Benadryl.
You want a boost box? What do you want? This one? Oh, you want Pop-Tart? All right. She wants a Pop-Tart. Hold on. Sorry, guys.
I'm good.
No, that's okay, man. We all have
Mama's at work. Mama works 3rd shift, so Daddy's
we
usually
all have kids there besides Big Ed RC. I think he has a dog and a wolf.
Yeah, I got my dog outside. Her, she's out in the house. I got
Let me
a
guess, you got a
1-year-old.
husky.
What's that?
You got a husky?
No, I got a 1-year-old English lab. Have you ever seen it's the ones with the big head? But she's my shed and bird dog. I take her duck hunting. So, and then I take her out shed hunting as well. Shed hunting's when like the bucks every season their antlers fall off, and then so when they fall off, I take her out there and she finds them, and I collect them and bring them back to the house.
Oh wow!
But she's a good girl. She's a nice Lucy. Come here. Lucy,
He got her trained good to be able to find that.
What kind of dog is this?
Oh, it's a big old English lab right here. Say hi. Oh, easy. See?
Looks like a golden retriever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
English lab. They're a Labrador. Labrador retriever, golden retriever. They're just a different style of retriever. She's a good dog though. She's only a year old, so. But she's trained pretty good for being a year old. She'll go out and she'll fetch the ducks after we shoot them, bring them back in and everything. So.
Now you're gonna make Kevon sad again. You shoot
Hey,
animals.
don't feed her that.
What are you drinking, Big Ed?
This is water. And look real close. It's got some stuff floating in it. It's fiber. That'll help you lose weight, Kevon. That's why I'm so skinny. But bad thing about getting skinny, your head gets bigger.
But I already got a big head, so I guess it'll be Big Head 2.0 on this side.
That's right. It'll get bigger. It'll look bigger, at least same size. It'll just look bigger.
Funny gay.
Hey, I finally hit 100 subs, guys. Woo!
I hear you, buddy.
Yeah, finally hit 100 subs.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
You
Finally,
right there with Kevon. Kevon, are you still at 100, or did RC Master take him back?
At this moment, let me see what I'm at.
I remember that. I'm actually at 101, I believe, but everybody that might not seem much, but it's pretty cool to me. I'm glad they at least hit 100 so far. So
I'm at 110 as of tonight.
Heck yeah, buddy.
I still got you by a little bit. One stop.
yeah, I got
Look
one.
at it. You like Bobby flexing
I'm
on
not
him
really,
with you.
here's me though. Is I'm not in it to make money or anything. I'm in it to have fun. I love the hobby, and I like just making videos and posting them up on there like you guys. You know what I mean?
That's what it is. You don't see me going out and saying, hit
Yeah,
that thumbs up, hit that
I don't have
subscribe.
thousands of dollars worth of cameras or anything like that. I got a couple GoPros and my iPhone. And it's just fun for me. I mean, I don't give a crap what anybody thinks either. You know what I mean about my videos. I just like doing it.
Yeah.
That's all Whistling Diesel uses is his iPhone, or that's what he claims.
He's got like 20 of them.
Oh yeah, he said that the other day on his
Yeah,
video. I guess
he's
he was
got
watching the
20
same video. Like,
He's like, I got 20 iPhones. He goes,
yeah, when they fill up, I just keep them. I think that's what he
Right.
said.
That's exactly what he said.
Yeah, I think the guy with the most expensive camera in this live right now is probably Icon. He got cameras, of
He's got a
course,
sweet camera though. Icon's got
thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
man.
he'd be buying his camera the same place the porn
Yeah,
industry
man.
buys.
I mean,
them
I got a
from.
really
Yeah,
nice camera
for real.
up in the closet. I got a nice Canon and all that stuff, but I ain't trying to set it up and do all that stuff. I'm not one of them guys. I can't film and then drive with one hand. If I drove with one hand, I'd be buying parts every day.
Yep.
You can't drive with one hand, man?
everything.
You can't drive with one hand, buddy?
Nah, my hands are short anyways, man. I'm only 5'6", dude. I can't even hardly reach the knob.
Oh, you short like me, but you just got a normal head.
Hey, look, look at that hand. See that hand right there? Look, I can't even hardly reach. See that? I can't.
Oh man, you got those Donnie DeVito's hands there.
Yeah, I got the diet. That strength takes way far away. I need to be like Go Gadget fingers or something.
Yep, that's true, CCX. It's just about the love of it.
That's right. It's about the love of it, man. The love of the hobby, man. I love it. That's why I do it.
Yeah.
It's just fun, man. My kids, like actually the Traxxas Slash I have up there, and then the Rustler two-wheel drive. The Slash is pretty much my 11-year-old daughters, and then the two-wheel drive Rustler is my 8-year-old son. So they go out and go ripping RCs with me, have fun. Like I said, my little 2-year-old girl, she loves this Latrax one, man. I let her play with it all the time. She'll get it and start wrenching on it. When I'm wrenching on my other RC, she'll grab it and act like she's working on it. So it's all about the fun, man.
Oh man, I cannot stand that rugged controller CCX. That's just
The rugged, the DX5C rugged.
yeah, I don't
I
like it.
almost thought about getting that one instead of the smart one. But it's a lot more. I mean, it's more expensive.
Is it?
Yeah, it's more expensive than this one. Yeah, I mean, when I was looking at it, it's definitely. I think it's like this one was like I think I paid just a little over $100 or something for this one, the smart one, and then I think the rugged's like $189 or something like that. But mine was controller or transmitter only. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I still think you could get the transmitter and receiver for like 120, 130 off of Amazon. But the rugged's still like $189.
I mean,
This guy's CCS. The name sounds familiar. Is he got like a backyard type thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a
You just bought him a tractor.
pretty much now.
Oh, okay.
he's the one with the Raminator.
Oh, he has a Raminator?
Yeah, he's big time, Kevon.
Yeah, he's got a lot. He's got a lot of.
He's
He's actually got a lot of RCs, man. He's always
He's got
ripping
a
something.
lot. He's got a lot.
Yeah.
He's the one that made me get. He's the one. The reason I got that low CLMT.
Yeah. Man, I tell you what, I've been watching V2 vids. And man, dude,
Yep.
something about that Rock Ray, man. I like that Rock Ray.
It's a good looking truck, isn't it?
It
Or
does.
It
buggy.
looks
mean,
good. It does not perform. It's just, oh, I don't like it.
You don't like the Rock Ray?
I sold
Ray?
mine.
It seems like he's working on it all the time, though.
He is, man, but he's always sending that thing too, though, man. He's pretty rough on this stuff.
Yeah, and he's in Canada too, where it's cold all
it's
the
a
time.
cold.
Oh yeah, he's CCX got a bar rebuild. You guys probably might not know what that is, but oh my god, that thing's sick.
I don't know what it is.
Yo, so CCX, did you get that Raminator for free, man, or did you got a lot of stuff for free, don't you?
I think the rock. Who you talking about?
CCX or whatever, is CCX RC?
That right there. No, we ain't gonna talk about that. That if he get it free, he get it free. If he don't, he don't. I ain't got no.
CCX RC, me too, man. Yeah, V2 Vids got me wanting the Rock Way.
But yeah, V2, he does send it. I don't see how it's breaking every time.
Dude, did you see where he sent it over the pond that one time? And it landed in like that
fire pit,
concrete pipe. Yeah.
Boom, dude! It didn't even break. I mean, didn't even break. It took that hit completely.
Yeah, I saw that.
Wow.
The Baja Ray is a beast, but that I don't like the Rock Ray setup. It's too much power
The
for
Baja
that.
Ray, that's the trophy.
You gotta
truck,
run out
right?
of thickness.
Isn't the Baja Ray the trophy truck, or am I thinking of the?
Yeah.
It's just the trophy truck. Yeah, I mean that one's sweet too, man. I mean, I do like that one as well. I don't have a trophy truck, man. I've been thinking about after I get the crate, and I've kind of been tossing up between the X Max or getting a trophy truck like a Mojave or something like that. I'm not for sure though.
No, CCX. I'm contemplating on getting that Raminator. I'm thinking about it.
Oh, baby, you looking at
Oh man, I
What does that car run for with taxes? Like $4,000 with taxes, don't it?
I think
No,
it's somewhere around there. It's like $3 grand.
$3 grand.
Yeah, I was thinking it was like $3 grand. Have you
I
guys seen
thought
the
it was
guy
like
that has?
$3,500 for it.
Have you guys
No.
seen it? The guy that has the electric version, like has the kit transferred over.
The conversion
That thing
kit,
is
no.
ripping, man.
And it was only on 8S.
Oh my gosh, that thing was ripping, dude. I couldn't believe how fast it was on 8S. That big of a truck, man. I mean, it was really like moving.
Mm.
That thing was sick. I'm like,
So,
Yeah.
so basically, this Raminator is AKA an X Max killer in a way, or it's not even in the
It's
same
huge,
class?
dude. It makes the X Max
No,
look tiny.
it's like saying like a mud truck is a monster truck killer. It's totally different of a car. It's not the same.
Yeah,
He said it was 3,000 shipped.
Yeah.
Well, there's electric Raminator. He's saying there's one.
Well, there's a kit. There's an electric kit,
Conversion kit.
conversion kit
Hey,
that they came out
CCX,
with.
I actually talked with the I think his name is Dan, and he said the kit's gonna be around $1,200. The only thing you need is the ESC.
Man,
I think I'm about to go. They
That's
live
pricey.
about 45 minutes away from me. I'm about to go to their warehouse. I'm gonna send an email, and I'm gonna go there and do a video on the Raminator in the warehouse. I think I'm gonna do that.
Are you close? You're close to him?
Yeah, you talking about Dan from
Primal.
Yeah, I've been there before in the warehouse. They're like 45 minutes away from me.
Man, that'd be cool.
Mhm.
That would be
Yeah.
cool, man.
That'd be a good video,
I'd
man.
have that Raminator. if I was in New York, I'd have that Raminator.
Yeah, he lives like 45 minutes. I've been up there one time to buy a Baja. When they open the door, there's a big warehouse, man. You go crazy in there. You'll spend all your money. Everything. Everything.
I got.
And he had a lot of stuff that he doesn't sell to people too. He had boats also. He had a bunch of stuff that he don't really try to sell. If you come there, he'll sell it to you, but you don't see it on the website. Yeah.
CCX, man. He said it's double the size of a X-Max.
Oh, it's definitely double size. If you watch Kevin, you know what I mean? Kevin Talbot, man, he's got one and had it like sit next to the X Max, and it's definitely 2 times the size of an X Max, no doubt. He's holding that thing up, dude, and it's like from like the floor up to like almost his chin.
Oh,
So
man.
basically, they're not making one electric fully, right? You got to build your own to make it electric. They're not gonna make one electric yet.
He didn't say. When I talked to him, he didn't say that he was going to. He said the kits are going to be available.
RC car.
About
He
3
said
to
he
4
bought
weeks.
the Terminator because we were supposed to race them at Monster Jam World Finals, but COVID killed it. Man, it bites.
Yeah, I need to go there and see it in person, man. You know, on these YouTube thing, I want to go see it in person.
I've never even seen an X Max in person.
You haven't?
No, dude, I've never
I
seen
hadn't
one out of the
either.
box in
You
person.
can see one in person right here. Look, touch it for me. Here, right here.
I can't. That it don't look that big on the right there on the video.
Wow, I can't believe you haven't seen him in person.
No, I mean my hobby shop has one, but it's in the box. They won't take it out of the box. And then the Dayton Hobby Shop, every time I've been there, they've always got 4 or 5 in stock, but I've never seen one out of the box. They don't have one out of the box.
Oh man,
So I've
you
never
need
got
to
to
go
see
ahead
one
and
out of the box.
Have you
send
seen
Deontay
Great
some
Natives
money.
out
He'll
the
ship you in.
You see the Crate Natus out the box one stop?
Yeah, I've seen the Crate and ADS out the box. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
The hobby shop in Dayton had the Crate and the ADS out of the box.
Yeah, it's
And
the same size.
that thing was big too, man.
That's the same size, just the X Max ain't as wide.
Yeah, it's just taller, right? It sits up
Yeah,
higher. Yeah, but that Crate and ADS, that was huge, man. I mean, they're big, man. I mean, you think that, like, when I got my Max, after I got my Rustler, I was like, oh, this thing's big, you know? And then you go see something like that, and you're like, man, that thing's tiny.
CCX, I think I watched all your video, obviously, when it came on. I watched every video you had on the Raminator. And then I watched every video on YouTube of the Raminator. And like you said, you can't. I'm trying to get a size of what in my head, like what size it's really gonna be, and when I get it, I will get it in my lifetime. You know what I mean?
It's
If I
probably the
don't get
size
it-
of a little kid's wagon that you pull around.
Yes, and I'm like, because I looked at the measurements. I said it's like 40 inches wide, so you can't carry it in the house like straight into a door. Like you gotta take the
That
tires
wide.
off or turn it to the side.
Raminator.
That's a big truck, man. I don't know if I got room in my garage for that thing with my 4-wheeler, my golf cart, and all my other crap in here.
Thing's heavy too, ain't it?
80 pounds.
How many pounds?
80.
What's an
80 pounds.
X Max? Like 20, 22?
Yeah, it's about 22.
Yeah, 22 pounds, and it's 80. So that's like, man, just think how, man, gee. It's
Yeah,
got
they
a
got
lot of
them in
steel-
stock
It's got a
and
lot
see
of
it,
steel
too.
stuff on it, though, right? It's got a lot of metal. Sorry,
Oh,
They got 'em in
Ken.
stock.
I think about 85-90% of it is all aluminum.
So what you waiting for, Deontay? They got it in stock.
They just got it in stock this last week. Last week. Yeah, like last week it was in stock.
Mm.
Okay, baby, you
Just,
go.
I'm just waiting for some funds to fall through. When them funds start come right.
Mm.
Talking about that stimulus check.
That stimulus check. No. I wish I had a stimulus check that big coming that I could get it. But no, selling, buying, selling, you know what I mean? You just gotta slowly work your way up there.
Yeah, but not for nothing. That car is a lot of money, man. Jesus
You
Lord.
know how many
A lot of-
RCs I could buy?
It's a lot of car.
Oh yeah,
I look at it like
3.5
this.
X Max.
It's 3 X Maxes.
I'd have an X Max
With batteries.
8S, Outcast 8S, Creighton 6S.
No, it's not really an X Max with batteries. It's without batteries because the batteries are gonna put you over $1,000. The X Max is like $960 something after tax.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think they're $8.99 here.
Good
Last
thing I
time
got some
checked.
4S batteries here.
You can have an X Max, a Baja Rate, and the Outcast 8S.
They're saying here that that it goes like 30 miles an hour out the box.
They see it.
No, I don't think it does that out the box. You gotta change the gearing.
Oh, so it doesn't even go 30 out the box?
No, you gotta switch the gearing up to make it go 30.
Could you
It
imagine
still,
hitting
it still
yourself with
moves
that?
though, man. That was it RC Sparks or whatever when he got
Yeah,
hit?
he's got one.
He said, man, it don't look like it moves that fast. He said, for about as big as it is, it moves pretty quick for out of the box for the size of the truck it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it on video, but he says it moves pretty good.
Mhm.
Could you imagine hitting yourself with the 80-pound RC?
Oh,
I mean,
man.
I hit myself with my RCs all the time.
You break your legs. You take
You would,
yourself
you-
out.
Be in the ER.
You'd be doing your
I
next
probably
video
will
in a
get
chair.
one when it becomes electric. I'll order one when it come electric. Right now it's gas. I'm gonna chill on that.
Kevon, I think somebody in here said you could get one on Wish for $99. Who was that?
Here's what it's gonna
No,
look like,
Wish.
Kevon. There's what it's gonna look like right there when you get it off of Wish.
There it is. Yeah.
Somebody was putting together a model the other day and they had a roll cage for a car. And he said, yeah, it was a full size. He just ordered it off Wish and now he's putting it in his RC car.
I'll get it when they become brushless. I'll get it.
Yeah, I don't see that even happening. I
No?
don't know. I don't know. It might, but
Mm.
I looked at it like this. I said I'd have to get it in gas and then see if I'd want to change it.
Mm.
Man, I just don't know if I want to mess with all the gas stuff, man.
They
But
say
that's
it's a lot of
that's
upkeep.
just me. That's just me.
People think it's a lot of upkeep when it comes to gas, but it's not. It's electric or it's nitro that's a lot of upkeep.
Right.
Oh, nitro.
Well, I mean, because basically all that is almost like a weed eater motor, really. I mean, that's in the Raminator. It's just a small motor.
You
Yeah.
ever tried to crank a weed eater? My God.
He said, "My God."
Crank
I mean, you still got to have a battery though for your servo to steer it.
Mhm. Yeah, it's got to have some
Yeah,
kind
there's
of
a
battery.
battery in the back that you just plug in, little nickel metal battery.
What are you doing, baby?
No, I gotta give it to this guy Dan, man. He really did good with doing what he did. This is definitely a big truck.
Yeah,
Oh, he's looking at it.
he definitely impressed a lot of people.
Yeah, I thought Red Cat should have did something like this.
Easy, babe.
It's a big truck,
Yeah, Primal
man.
did it because they know what they're doing when it comes down to the big RCs. What's going on,
Who, Red
Chad?
Cat?
Primal. I'm glad Primal did it. They know the big RCs, you know. What up, Monster One?
And I'm telling you, you guys have to go there to their warehouse one time in your lifetime. That shit is awesome.
Man, y'all ever seen this Captain Flannel dude?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
I've seen him.
Yeah, I've seen him.
Oh, okay.
I told you what he looked like. I know. I've seen him. He looks like Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice, that's right. Beetlejuice. We need to get Beetlejuice in here. Come on in here, Captain Flannel.
Yeah, that's it.
He said that last time. He looked like Beatles.
They
That's
see
Captain
the
Flannel
car.
right there.
They see
RC Master said that no kids are allowed. YouTube will cut the live streams.
Hey, you better get down.
I don't know about that, man. I don't know if that's
You've
true.
been here this whole time.
Yeah, we always got kids inside of here. I mean, Big Head, aren't you the first kid we got?
Yeah, I'm a kid.
Yeah,
Of course, you
they
can't
never
listen to RC Master. He ain't nothing but a troll. He's a troll bot.
Well, she's
Yeah,
18. She's 18.
Horizon
anyway,
Hobby.
so
Yeah, she's 18. She's just small.
She's just small for her age.
Yeah,
That's right.
she's gonna grow into her head.
I'm thinking about going down here
Her
and checking
dad-
out
her
that
dad's
midget
only
wrestling.
5'6", so
Huh?
Mm.
I said her dad's only 5'6", so she's just taking after her dad.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm only 5'6", man.
Oh, damn. I'm sorry.
I'm about 5'6" myself.
But you don't have no sons, right, Gunstar?
What is it?
You don't have any sons, right? Just girls.
No, I got two boys and 2 girls.
Oh. Mm. Yeah.
But when my oldest boy, he's actually grown up and moved out. So
Oh, okay.
I'm actually a
Oldest
grandpa.
boy is what?
Grandpa.
Damn.
Boy, is what?
I said I'm a grandpa actually.
How old are you?
Grandpa.
How old am I?
Yeah.
Actually, most people don't think I'm as old as I look, but I'm 42.
Oh, wow.
Man, you're only 2 years older than me. You got a grandkid? Damn, boy.
You're
I had, my
younger
son,
than
though. I had
am.
my youngest son though when I was 20.
Man, I thought, man, that's bad. Kev, I thought you looked young for your age.
Man,
How
cut
old
it
y'all
out.
think
Black
I am?
man. Big head, were you
31.
what,
You're
35?
what? 31?
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you how old I am because you're not going to believe it. I'm older than Earl. You know Earl.
No, you're not.
That I'm.
No, you're
I'm
not
2 years.
older than
I'm
Earl.
2 years older than Earl.
Earl is 58, and you're not older than him.
Earl ain't 58. Earl's
Earl is
50.
not 58.
Earl's
Oh,
50.
my bad.
I'm
He said Earl's
52.
58.
My bad. My bad. My bad.
Big,
My
big.
There, Gabe Martinez says, big head straight up, 52.
Mm.
But I didn't go through puberty until I was 30, so I'm really only like 35.
Wow. So what are you, like some kind of bionic man or something?
Who, me?
Yeah.
My neck's bionic because it's holding up my head.
Hey, so Big Head, you really 52?
Yeah, man, I'm 52.
Wow.
Born in 68, man.
Hey, you're only as old as you feel, man.
That's it.
Man,
raced-
the government
well,
needs to come and take some of your DNA, bro. If you're 52 and you look like 35, that's a good thing.
So,
yeah.
so Big Head, is there a reason you didn't have kids, like a medical issue or?
No, not that I know of.
He just didn't want to share nothing.
That's right. Kids are greedy, man. They're greedy. They're selfish. They want
Hey, I
stuff all
call
the time.
them crumb snatchers, bud.
That's right.
You don't want kids, bro?
Well, by the time I knew that I wanted kids, it was really too late. You know, I didn't really.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'll be, believe it or not, I'll be 57 when she graduates.
One guy said I look like 50 tops, and one guy want to know how old is your head, big head.
I showed y'all that picture the other day on
I
the
think
chat,
he
man. My
46
head's the same size. My head is the same size now as when I was born.
Captain Flannel, did you mean 50 Tyson?
Mm.
What are you doing, baby?
Gabe is 43. He don't look 43.
No, he don't. I'm sad, man, because I look old. No,
Captain Flannel's
I never saw
47.
Gabe man turn as a 4.
Yeah, I get a lot of people tell me that I don't look like I have a son 21 all the time.
Mm.
you don't.
What age you had your first kid at again?
20?
Oh, that's not bad.
No, I have my oldest boy at 20.
I could have got you beat by now, but I lost that one.
No, I turned it. It's mine.
So, okay, one stop. Is your wife or significant other the same age as you, or is she a lot younger?
A lot younger. She's 8 years younger than me.
I knew it. You had.
Mm.
She has to be younger.
Yep, yeah, she's younger. Younger, and actually, all three of my
Huh?
kids, my 11, 8, and 2-year-old, are all with her. My oldest boy is actually with my first wife.
Yeah, hold on. Let me put you on mute. Hold on.
Hey, don't spin it that way. Spin it that way.
Big Head, you can still have kids.
Yeah, but it's kind of dangerous when your wife's. My wife is 4 years younger than me, so she's like 48. It's dangerous at that age. So yeah, I could still have kids, but just not with her. Because I think David Letterman had one like in his 60s, didn't he?
Yeah, but
I'm
Dave
done,
Levin got
boys.
money.
I'm done, boy. She's the last of the Mohicans right here.
Yeah,
Damn.
I like kids, but I just never did want ones. And by the time I figured it out, it was too late. I can see how you'd get in a relationship with a woman and y'all want to make something together. Besides like a bread pudding, make a kid and you grow up and you see both a little bit of you in it, and you see a little bit of her. I can understand that now. But back when I was young, I was so selfish. I just wanted everything for me. I didn't want the kids because I seen all these guys that were strapped down. No, man, I can't go to the races with you this weekend. You know, I got to take her to some birthday party over here. And I was like, no.
Yeah.
I luck out, man. My wife, she doesn't. I mean, like I say, I go to Colorado and go hunting and all that stuff, man. So she's pretty good.
You got a good one like me,
So
yeah.
she takes it easy. I mean, she can be mean, trust me, but for the most part, she's a good woman.
Captain
Yeah.
Flannel, he's throwing down on you, Kevin. He said you barely look 50.
Yeah, I've been noticing he's been saying a lot of stuff. I'll come for him later. We haven't grown adult conversation right now. So Big Head, basically, I think you did the right thing, man. I think the kids are not for everybody.
Yeah,
But
that's right.
there's a bunch of kids on there that you could send stuff for, like Captain Flannel. He might need an RC car. Maybe you could send it to him. You know what I'm saying? You could be a father. You can be a father to a lot of these guys, Big Head. You know what I mean? Like there's plenty of guys out here that need dads. So
me and my wife does that every year. Well, most years, like around Christmas, you know, we help out some kids and stuff like that. But
right.
yeah, I think it was just, you know, we tried for a year, it didn't work out, and then after that year, my wife got a job where she had to travel a lot. So it was really a blessing in disguise because I can just barely take care of myself. I would hate to have kids.
Yeah, it is rough when you got a kid for real though.
Yeah, you got three, right, Kevin?
Hey, when you got three young ones at home too, man, it's no. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's no fun because it's great, man. But there's times when you're just like.
Let me tell you guys a story. I had one daughter, right? But then I end up with another one. So I just found out like a couple months ago the kid is older. So I'm a dad now to a kid that's almost 2 years old. But because the courts here can come, they can basically do something called back child support, being that I wasn't around for 2 years. So what I did, I bought her a car and I made 2 years worth of payment on it. So if they do come for me, she got a vehicle, 2 years worth of payment. She just paid the insurance, and then in the next 3 years she could pay off of it. So
Kevin just got all up in the camera and serious with us right now, bro.
Hey,
I like that.
yeah, I got people around, so I have to, keep it quiet.
Oh, I understand that. I understand that.
gotcha. Understand totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's messed up that if you got a woman that said, hey, you know what, here goes a baby after 4 years, and you become the kid, you could also go for back child support because it wasn't your fault, you didn't know. So there's something called I'll go back, and that for a lot of guys that would be, put you in a hole that you could never sometimes come out from.
That's crazy, man.
I know some people that are in that hole, and they probably it's going to take them a long time to come out of it.
Yeah.
It'd be like 401k for child support, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I've known plenty of guys here making $200,000, $500,000, but because they made wrong mistakes, they're not going home with nothing. I mean, not the kids are wrong, but not to be with a person that they had a kid with, and they had a kid with this girl and that girl, and it just got expensive.
Oh, I know.
Instead of having one person, and
had
that's
their checks garnished.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be bad work all week and only have $90 left.
Exactly. That's why you got to be like one stop and have everything at one particular stop, and that's it.
Yeah.
I guess
I had to pay child support on my oldest son. I did for me and her separated when he was 2 years old. You know what I mean? I paid from when he was 2 all the way to 19, but I mean, I never got behind. You know what I mean? I always made sure that I paid, and then, when he was 19, then it was done.
Nice.
So.
Nice.
Were you in his life?
Oh, yeah. Yep. He texts me at least once or twice a day, every day.
That's good, man. You're a good man for that,
Got to get to see my grandbaby, which is kind of weird. But I remember when I was like a kid, like my little girl's age, 11 or whatever, and my parents were 30s, 40s, man. I was like, man, you guys are old. And now I'm 40, 42. I'm like, man, it's really not that old.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mwah.
Yeah, man. Well, that's good. The moral of the story is take care of what's yours and you'll be all right.
That's right. We as human beings, we choose our own path. Everybody chooses their path. You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
A lot of people try to blame stuff on other things, but you're your own person and you choose your path. So
Yeah.
Well, I really think God chooses a lot of it for you because I know I got a lot of friends. If they didn't have kids at a young age, they'd either be dead or in jail.
yeah, I mean, true
I
too.
mean, it's
I think that situation was with my brother. You know,
I think kids at a young age.
yeah, he had kids at a young age. I think if he wouldn't, I think he would be here right now.
Yeah.
How many kids your brother got?
2.
Oh, okay.
He had him at a young age, so it's like he was just wild. Wow. I mean, wild. I mean, he's still wild, but nothing like he used to be. Man.
I was pretty wild growing up myself.
He said, "One stop is at your daughter's rally car."
What's that?
Jack A said, "Is that rally car your daughter?"
Yeah, she's that's what she's working on right now. She's working on the rally car. She's up here.
Hey,
ready.
listen to RC Master. What happened to YouTube? People are treating you like it's Facebook. Isn't this an RC channel? RC Master, we ain't seen your face yet, buddy. You need to get on here. Put up or shut
I've been
up.
saying that for the last couple of months. You know, you don't know what this guy look like. But I would say this though, he don't like to see kids on the live. I must say he's been. One time I brought my my girlfriend's son on. He was like, "No kids allowed. No kids allowed." He does get a little funny like that. Maybe because he says some stuff, but you know what? One Stop is not reading it, so it don't matter.
No, I'm not reading nothing, dude. I don't see any chat.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's fine. And we know to talk different because there's a kid sitting right there. We haven't said anything, you know.
Yeah.
And this
No,
live is all about everything anyway.
If somebody had if anybody had a problem with it, it'd be no big deal. I'd just get off the live. You know what I mean? It ain't
No, man. This live is about a little bit of everything, man. That's what makes this
Yeah,
this live chat different.
some people might not understand that. That's because that's why it's like it says. You see, it says Big Head RC, Kevon RC guy, One Stop Shop, or One Stop. Oh, I forgot the full name. One Stop.
One Stop Shop RC.
Exact. And mine is my name.
Yep.
Is that for a reason?
Gotcha.
I wouldn't call it. I mean, it is an RC channel. But it's my channel.
Well,
I want RC
we're
Mass
doing
Master.
RC right now. We're doing RC. Just messing with this rally car. So
I want to see how many cars RC Master's got. I bet he don't even have one RC.
Oh, I played in my
If he does, it's probably a WL Toys.
toys.
Should be like them are actually good RCs.
I like my kids.
Come on, man.
There you
What
go.
happened?
I love it, man.
What happened?
I find out what is that to me?
What happened, fella?
Jack H. Whoa, bro.
WL Toys don't suck. RC Master.
You said One Stop. How many RCs you got?
What's that?
what is it?
How many RCs do you have? RC.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6, and I've been in the hobby since not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before. That's the first time I bought RC.
Oh yeah, the Christmas before this one.
Yep.
Oh, so you've been here about 18 months.
To
14
be
months?
honest with you, let's just everybody talking about different things. To be honest with you, heck, I grew up poor as dirt, man. I never had anything, so I worked
Cheers to
hard.
that, man.
I worked
We
hard
all,
my whole
well,
life
I
to
did.
be able to do what I want to do. You know what I mean? I finally, when I hit like 35, I finally at a point in my life where I was able to buy the things that I want to buy. You know what I mean? And do the things I want to do. So
Yeah. Yep. And that's the great thing about it. I mean, you gotta work hard to be able to play. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
And
Mhm.
and coming from the slums and coming from nothing.
Yep. I've been a
Yeah.
plumber. I've been plumbing for 17 years now. I started plumbing 17 years ago.
That's a hard job. It's rough on your knees, brother.
Yep.
I
Yep.
know exactly what you're talking about.
It is. It's good money, but you got to
I
work your
work
way.
with
You
I
got to
work
work your
with
way
some
up the
plumbers
ladder
here.
for sure. What's that,
What
Kevin?
do you
I work
do,
with some
Kevin?
contractor plumbers. They some of those guys make about $100 an hour. Some of them makes about $80 an hour.
Yep.
But most of these plumber guys I know, they got like two lives though. That's the problem why they ain't got no money. They want to have like two wives.
Not me, bud. I got one. One's enough for me. There ain't no way I'd want two of them.
Yeah, no, those guys make good money, man. It's a hard work.
Yeah, it is hard work, man. I like it though. I mean, I chose the career. I went to school,
Mhm.
trade school and all that stuff. But yeah,
I would be disappointed in myself. Not disrespecting anybody or telling anybody, but me personally, I would be disappointed if I wasn't manual labor.
Mm.
You know,
hey, let me tell you one other thing, and I mean, not that you guys really, but when I went to trade school, plumbing school, I'm gonna tell you right now, every year that I went there, and every year now that other people talk about it, less and less people are signing up for trades. Nobody wants to be physical anymore, man.
That's true.
Nobody
Yep.
wants
That's
to
true.
use their hands anymore, man.
Shade Tree hit the nail on the head. I think it was him that said, let's see, I think a lot of us in the hobby grew up wanting stuff we have now. That's true, man. I played with rocks and sticks when I was a kid.
Heck
I
yeah.
imagine a rock was a Hot Wheels car and a stick was a school bus.
I shared a meme the other day. It said kids now at 2 or 3 know how to like turn on iPhones, all kind, laptops, video game systems. When I was 3, I was eating mud.
Mm.
You know what I mean? What are you doing, babe?
yep. Go into somebody's garbage that had a toy in the garbage to go pick it out and you can play with it. You know, that's
Mm.
somebody else.
Dude, I was out on a Power Wheel. Back then, Power Wheels was a 3-wheel thing that you pedaled the front, the front big tire with, man, out rolling.
A green machine or a big wheel. Yeah, I know exactly
Yeah,
what you're
big
talking
wheel,
about.
Power Wheel, big wheel, yeah.
Wasn't battery powered.
So what kind of plumber are you, One Stop? Are you the one that does the like some of these guys when I call to, because we contract some guys to do some work for us. Like for instance, if a toilet is not working and we call one of the plumber, he'll come and, sometimes there's cesspools that he can't do to blast that because sometimes, cesspools you only could do certain things to. And then we also
I do new construction, I do
Mhm.
commercial, residential, and I do service. So if you got a toilet that's broken, I come fix it. If your water heater comes out, I come put a new one in. I can fix your water heater, your faucets, replace the faucet, sink. If you want a bathroom, if you have a room upstairs and you want a bathroom upstairs, you never had one, I'll completely run all new plumbing from the basement all the way up there. I'll put in a new bathroom up there. I don't do any kind of like drain work, like heel out drains, like when they're clogged. I don't do none of that stuff. That's for like a drain service. So my company doesn't do that. I work on stuff like actual plumbing. I'm not a turd
so if
herder.
there's any like cloggage or anything, that's not you.
You don't mess with brown water.
I'm not a turd herder is what they call them.
Oh, okay. Because those guys have a guy feet like you. They call him an installer. He'll just install furnaces. And they got like different people for different things. But you're like one guy that does everything.
Yeah, I pretty much do everything. So
Nice.
besides clean drain.
Right. No, but those guys are coming clean to like when the cesspools and stuff. Man, believe me, their bills be $1,000 every time.
Oh yeah.
What
And
is
they're
a
not even
cesspool?
there for. Explain to
brown
him
water.
what is cesspool. No.
Are you talking about cesspool? Are you talking like a how do I want to put? Because I don't.
A cesspool is basically like a little. Go ahead.
We call it like a septic. You talking about septic system stuff like
Yeah.
that?
Mhm.
Yeah, we
We
call
call
it
it
septic
cesspool.
system and all that stuff. You gotta pump
Right.
all the shit out. You know what I mean? When it fills up,
That's
starts
what
backing
he-
up in your
Mhm.
house.
That's
Pretty
what
much, yeah.
what
Septic.
is
See, I
what
don't
is
mess
it?
with septic systems. We don't pump anything that out or anything like that. That's a different company that does that.
Yeah, we call it cesspools here. Basically, the guy will come and he'll dump the stuff out, because it's could be a big 100-gallon tank they buried in the ground.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
different type
You
of
got
ones.
like a finger, like a drain that goes from your house and it goes to your septic tank. Sometimes
Yeah.
you have a stationary tank, and then there's two tanks, and then what it does is it pumps when it gets that one tank, it pumps it out in the fingers out in the yard, like out in your field or wherever there's like
Drain
fingers out
lines,
there.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then once that all gets backed up, you know what I mean, then you got to pump it out so often, and sometimes them fingers go bad. If the fingers go bad, then
That's money.
then you're messed, dude. Then you're like looking
Yeah.
at like $10,000, $20,000 to redo those things.
Dig your whole yard up. Yeah.
You also wire up. I mean, put the plumbing to, like, I know a lot of guys do the swimming pools there and stuff. You do those too?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I could plumb this a swimming pool. I could put all the piping in the swimming pool, CPVC water lines or PEX. Because we use PEX now a lot for water lines. I don't know how you guys do it in New York, but we don't do a whole lot of copper anymore. Copper's almost a thing of the past, and if you do copper anymore, it's called ProPress, and it's a machine that presses the copper fittings on the pipe.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think
You
about
guys do
shark
backflow
bites?
and all those kind of things? Backflow?
What's that?
Backflow?
Yeah, I'm actually the only one at my company that's licensed for backflow for backflow testing. So I'm the one that does all the backflow testing.
Damn, man, you must be a rich man on the low, bro.
I mean, I make good money, but I got a lot of hobbies and stuff too. Anyway,
All right, we know where to get a loan from.
Big Head.
Yeah.
Shark bites are fine, man. I mean, sometimes you got to use them, man. Especially if you go into somebody's house. I mean, there's a lot of people, like a lot of slumlords and stuff, that have a lot of houses, man. You go in there and they got galvanized, CPVC, copper. You know what I mean? Every kind of water line running in the house, and if something breaks, a lot of times, you just cut it, put a shark bite in there, man, and it's fixed.
I used one the other day for the first time, and I was just wondering. I had to put a humidifier under my house where it pumps water back through my heat pump in the mist to keep the humidity in the house, kind of high during the winter months so it don't dry out, make my hardwood floors crack. And I was just wondering how good they hold up.
They hold up good, man. They really do. If you use the right ones, they're good. But anytime you put them on copper, they have like a plastic insert on both sides.
Right.
Anytime you use it on copper, I usually always pull the insert out, because you don't need it with copper because copper's hard. Lots of people have to use it with PEX and CPVC.
Yeah,
but they work great, man. I've put them in, man, and just I went to places where they've been in for 5-6 years, man, no issues whatsoever.
Cool.
Let me tell you guys something so you guys could know how much money One Stop is really making. If One Stop was living there in New York, he'd be bringing in at least $600,000 with that license he got. What he just said, easy. He'd be like almost a millionaire. I would say $500,000 a year, maybe, easy.
I'm coming to New York.
Cost of living would be a lot higher too, though.
I'm moving out to New York.
Good, man. Making good money, man. That's what's up.
But the house he's probably living in now would cost 8 times in New York, if probably more than that.
True. That is true.
Actually, actually, the house we live in, I got pretty lucky on it, man. We bought a foreclosure from the bank, so and I put a lot of money in this house.
The guy I know has a backflow license here. This guy makes like $2,000 just to come at your house and look at your pipe.
Yep.
And he just looks at it, do whatever he does, and he makes $2,000 and he goes home. And
now up there though, up there you guys have to have backflows in residential homes.
Yeah.
See, here you don't have to have backflows in residential homes. It's just businesses, any kind of like any place like commercial or anything where water can contaminate, backflow into the system and affect the potable water. You know what I mean? So.
That was all started by
no residential here. You don't have to have them on house.
In the state of North Carolina, you do, because somebody up there was filling up big 55-gallon drums and mixing Roundup outside, and when you turn the spigot off, a little bit would flow back into the pipes inside the house.
Yeah,
so
and it can do that, man. Yeah, you have to have some kind of, when you're doing any kind of chemicals, you have to have some kind of air gap in between it. You know what I mean? And they say air gap's actually like the best backflow, which is, when you have something that's 2 inches above and there's no way it can get back into the system. But yeah.
Because when I built,
a lot of states do have to. You do have to have it.
yeah, I freaked out when I built that house and that building inspector come out there. Oh no, we can't. No, you can't get your license where you can move in. I said, why not? He said, you ain't got nothing to stop your backflow. And they come out there and screw these little things on my spigots outside.
Yeah,
And then he
probably
wrote the
vacuum,
CO.
vacuum breaker is probably what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, here you gotta have a license to have the backflow. You gotta go to school for it or have some kind of program.
Yeah, you have to go to school.
certificate.
You got to go to school to get your backflow license.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's almost like a master plumber, right? In a way.
I mean, in its own sense, yes. But I mean, for a backflow license, you can go to school for like a month. You know what I mean, and get your license. But for like master plumber, you got to go to school for 4 years. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I mean, it's a license. You have to go to school, but it's not as long. But then
You can do the same thing.
You're not learning about as many things on a backflow yard. Obviously, if you're plumbing, you know what I mean. There's a lot of different things for plumbing. So
They got one master plumber on if they're building a McDonald's or one of these big Avalon building of millions of dollars, they'll have like one master plumber and everybody will work on his license.
Yep, yeah, that's the way it is here. You can work under just one guy's license if you're working. You don't have to be a plumber. You can be what they call an apprentice.
Oh, wow.
Or work under somebody's license.
Yeah, and you just eat. Everybody eat, but he'll eat more than everybody. Don't mind. He might,
I'm the type of person, man. I try to get as many as I can. I've even got my refrigeration license, so I can do air conditioner units and all that stuff, put Freon and all that stuff, and AC units and all that stuff as well. So.
Yeah, I'm dealing with a guy who does the furnace. He does wow, you definitely. Actually, I've never met a guy like you before, and I've been in this business for a long time.
Yeah, we only got one person at my job, but we do motor vehicles, and there's only one person that has the refrigerate certificate certified.
I have my it's called ESCO is what it is, refrigeration license where we're from. So I don't know if it's the same from where you guys are from, but.
So if we need some of that R stuff, we can't buy no more. We just call you up.
Well,
R22
is getting phased out. It's pretty much phased out, man. Now everything's 410A. So most of your stuff's 410A now.
But that was the better one, though, right? It was much more cooler, and everything is bad for the environment. But the R22 is much cooler than the R19 or something, no?
410A. I mean, they're all pretty cool. I mean, 410A keeps it pretty cool, but I mean, I think it's just the R22 because of the chemicals and everything.
Yeah,
the environment and all that stuff. They phased it out. It was getting bad for a while, man. It was like there for a while. It was costing to get like an R22 can. It was like $1,000. It's $1,400, and then you go to put somebody's. You have to charge somebody like $60 to $100 a pound. You know what I mean? Retarded prices, man. Once it started getting phased out.
Some of those refrigerators and air conditioners are the older one. Some of them things never die. Never die.
No, heck, I had a really old one. It was from like the 1960s in my garage, man. That thing still works.
Yeah, the guy told me, he said if mine ever gets a leak, it'd be cheaper just to replace it than to recharge it.
Yeah, it would now. It would definitely be cheaper to replace it than recharge it now.
So you guys y'all don't use R134 and R12?
No, some places, but we're more 410A. Most of your units that you get.
Yeah.
RC Massmaster wants to know what you're wrenching on, Deontay. Tell him it ain't none of his business. He had to come in here.
Looks like a diff. You wrenching on a diff?
Yeah, it looks like a center diff, right?
Yep.
Yep.
It looks like it's plastic on there too.
And Green Frog said he's been an electrician since 2000. That's all right.
Yeah, that's a good trade too.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
electricians make good money too.
Yep.
Make shocking good money.
What are you looking for, baby? I don't know where's the bubble thing at, huh?
But you know who makes a lot of money on the low too that people don't respect and they make good money? Those body men make good money too.
Auto body?
Car
Like
body
body?
men
Oh,
painting
yeah,
cars.
dude.
Yeah.
Anybody that does anything with cars makes good money, man.
They
Tell you
make
what,
more money than mechanics.
that's
Body
talent,
men make
man.
more money than mechanics.
Yeah, talent,
yeah.
man. There's a lot of skills involved.
It's a lot time consuming.
Yep, a lot of skills involved
Yes.
in body work, man. A lot.
Very time consuming. I went to school for body work. It's very time consuming.
Yeah, it's
RC Daniel wants to know what's your favorite car, One Stop, your favorite RC car
My
out of
favorite
your
that
collection.
I have, or just
Yeah, that you have.
that I have, I'm gonna have to say my favorite because I haven't really ran the Typhon. I ran the Typhon one time, but I mean, I really did like the Typhon. Dude, I love how it jumps and everything. But I have to say
Mhm.
my Max, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I beat that Max to death. I mean, double backflips. I mean, I got a big giant 45-degree ramp, man, that I send it off of, and I mean, and I'm gonna tell you what, I've had that thing since the Christmas, right after the Christmas before last, and I'm still running stock servo, stock motor, stock ESC, and both stock fans, and I have not broke anything on those.
So it's completely stock.
On the electronic setup, yeah, I have the Stihl CVDs, the wide kit, you know, all that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean, on the actual electronics, I have everything still the same, man. So, but I have a feeling this Typhon's going to end up turning out to be one of my favorites.
CCX. He said the Max. Yeah.
Yes,
But,
sir.
But yeah, I mean, I love the Max, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's-
CCX, man. Let me ask you this. Can you give me a? You don't have to tell me how much you paid, but how roughly how much is one of them Bari build monster trucks?
Mm.
Which
And-
truck?
Oh, that's the one. It was a custom built by a guy, wasn't it? I seen the video on
Yeah.
it not too long.
What's his name? Bill? I think his name is Bari. Honestly,
Yeah, I know what you're
had
talking
an
about now.
interview. He had was that you CCX that had an interview with him
I don't even know what you're talking about. 3,500, he says, approximately.
for the Bari build?
That's what he said here, 3,500.
The Bari build costs more than the Raminator.
Yeah,
Well,
Unless
that's
it
probably
was
one-off
captain.
parts.
I have that person.
Yeah, that's a lot of money right there, man. I don't know if I ever gonna spend that much on a RC car.
Get Daddy something to get it out. Give me something to get it out.
Yeah, I'm not spending 3,500 on my Prius.
Mm-hmm.
You think I'm joking, man?
No, I don't think you're joking, but just the way you said it.
Prius, really?
Just the way you said it. You know what the funny thing is? You drive a Prius. You know what I drive?
A Prius?
No.
Hopefully, a
Tesla.
lifted Silverado.
I'm the total opposite spectrum than what you drive. I drive a big
Oh,
giant diesel truck.
That's
Oh,
what I
yeah.
was saying. Hopefully, like a lifted Silverado or something.
Yeah, I got a big Ford quad cab Power Stroke diesel.
Oh, yeah,
Mhm.
big old truck. Oh, I don't drive it because I'm worried about the environment. I drive it
No,
because
it was
it's cheap.
it was just funny though. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
It's Prius.
I wonder how many cells are in it. Oh, it's probably at least a 26S because you can replace the cells in this car.
Yeah, I bet
If
you
they
get
start to
hella
go
gas
bad.
mileage though.
Oh yeah, I average probably I think what is it 45, and I don't drive it like it should. I actually bought it in Huntsville, Alabama, and drove it
Yeah.
back on half a tank to
Yeah.
North Carolina.
I don't drive mine long distance. But the only time I drive mine long distance is when I'm hauling our camper or I sold all my stuff, but I raced go karts for years. Dirt track. I raced circle track go karts. I sold all my
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
this past winter. So. But,
Diesel mechanics make good money too, because those diesel
Oh,
trucks.
oh
man.
yeah, diesel mechanics make really good money.
We got
Aren't
one
you a
that
diesel
crawls.
mechanic,
with us.
DeAndre?
They ain't that good at money.
Ain't you a diesel mechanic, DeAndre?
Yeah.
Hey,
Are you
with all
really,
them
Deanna?
with all them RCs you're buying, Deontay, I bet you make pretty good money.
I told Deontay if he was up here and he's a diesel mechanic, man, Deontay be forget
Diesel
about it.
mechanics make good money, especially if they're on call. You got
Hell
one
yeah.
that crawls with
Those
us,
big
he'll just have to leave.
Those big dualies, those Ford truck got when we take ours into this place called I forgot the name of it to get fixed, the one with the big dualies, man, the bill be ridiculous, man, like $5,000-$6,000. Very expensive.
You gotta look at it as they're not the mechanics aren't making that. The shop's making it.
Oh
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's just like any place you work for. It's just like my plumbing company, what they charge an hour. I don't make what they charge an hour. You know what I mean? I make
Mhm.
a certain rate.
Right.
I mean, and a lot of people are like, man, you know, your boss is killing it. Well, you got to think when you own a business, you got all the overhead, the vehicles, part. You know what I mean? There's a lot you got to pay for.
You got to
too.
pay your benefits.
You got to pay all kinds of stuff, man.
That's the reason where I work at. They don't mind paying people overtime instead of hiring a new guy, because once you work 40 hours, the benefits is paid for.
Yeah.
So that it's cheaper for them to work you overtime than to hire a new guy.
I work a lot. I do a lot of side work. I don't work a bunch of overtime for my company. I make more on the side than I do.
Exactly.
Working for my
On
company.
your own, yeah.
And my boss owns my company. He's one of my best friends, so he doesn't care. You know what I mean? He knows I do side work, and he's all about it. He's like,
Yeah, every guys I know up here with your skills, they work like, for instance, a job like mine just for the benefit, but they make most of their money on side work. Like I got a plumber here, Paul. His kitchen is like $500,000 alone. How you think he make all that money to put his kitchen like that? It wasn't from the company. His side work is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I get calls every week, man, for side work. Deontay, how many RCs you got, man?
10.
I don't know. I've been selling a lot of them, man, a lot of them. But I probably got about maybe 25, maybe at max 30.
Yeah. Man.
I used to have a lot more. I used to be around Gap about 40, 42.
Yeah.
It's a lot of cars.
That's a lot of cars.
I think he got more cars than that.
I don't know.
Yeah, he won't tell you.
But all my cars are not. I'll never have all my cars running.
Right.
And
What do you think? What do you think you're gonna want for that V4 when you get it done? Are you just selling it as a roller, or?
It kind of. I mean, if that's what you want, yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, I might have you hit me up when you get it put together.
Yeah. Just if you got a Facebook, I'll contact you on there.
Yeah, I got a Facebook.
Yeah. We could definitely do that. I want to know about that Bari build, man.
What is it?
That Bari build that CCX
Oh,
got.
that CCX RC built? Yeah.
That's crazy. I've
never even heard of one.
It really drives a monster truck, and I finally got the monster truck, which is the because the Max, the X Max, they're monster trucks, but they're not monster trucks. You know?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean, the new Losi Gravedigger and Son of Gravedigger, that's probably the closest to a monster truck that I've seen for a while. You know,
Yeah.
like scale and all that stuff.
Yeah, I just grabbed the Son of a Digger.
Did you?
Yeah, and that's the first monster truck I got, and I think it's cool.
Joe Girding is in the house.
I seen was it Exo Cage or whatever? He put those aluminum housings on the front and the rear.
Yeah, that's what I put on mine too.
Did you put that on yours, man? That thing's look awesome, man. And then Kevin did the same thing. I think Talbot did it on his.
Yeah, I was seeing if CCX was still in here. I was going to see if he wanted to hop in and talk about it.
I've never even heard of it.
Man, is
Oh,
Exo
yeah,
Cage. Is all that in his backyard? Have you seen all that?
Oh, dude, he's got a big old course somewhere.
Man.
He's got a big rock crawler course, man. He's got it going
Yeah, I
on.
like his channel. He's a good
Yeah,
channel.
he's a good channel for
Yeah.
sure, man. I watch about, man, if it's RC related, man, I probably subscribe to everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tony says he's here. Dante.
Yeah, he said CCX RC's here.
Oh, okay, CCX. I just sent you a man. I just asked you if you wanted to hop in and kind of explain the Bari builds and give a show of what it's all about and what's all there. You know what I mean? If you got time, if you're not, you know what I'm saying, in a different room or whatever the case may be. Now he's got a lot of cars.
Yeah,
Yeah, he does.
Cars.
Did you see his video where he's in his basement? I mean, he's stacked up like firewood.
Yeah, this RC thing can be
They can get out of
very
control.
addictive. Yeah, it can get out of control.
real quick.
Definitely.
Yep.
Just ask my wife.
Last year I dropped All I gotta tell you guys is 1.5 and put a key next to it.
You dropped what?
So now
1.5 and put a key next to it.
15K, buddy. 15.
Good lord.
I
Now
can't even.
That's
man,
nothing.
If I put
Deontay
15K,
probably beat me by about another 5.
if I put 15K, I'd be divorced. You wouldn't be seeing me in here right now. I'd be out there in the camper
It
somewhere.
might be a good thing for you, One Star.
probably
You might live your best life, bro.
Right? My best life here with my kids, man.
Man.
Hey,
How long you been in the hobby, Kevin?
oh, this is
Well, I started since 2003, I believe it was, but I couldn't afford a lot back then because money was, money wasn't there.
Yep.
So then when I finally started making some money in 2005, I bought my first expensive RC. It was an HBI Baja. At the time, those things was expensive.
I was
Oh, I
going to
bet
ask what it
so.
was.
Deontay, CCXRC said send him a link.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it gets expensive, man.
Oh, I bet so.
It does, but
I
man,
know.
it's so fun, man.
Tony, my
so
bad.
fun.
Hmm
It's
I
worth
don't
it.
have a
though,
whole lot of
man.
people out here to like rip RCs with besides my kid. I got one buddy that I kind of got into it. He's got like 4 RCs, but he's so busy all the time, man. He don't get out too much, but
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to find a bunch of guys who want an RC for real.
yep.
I got a bunch of crawling friends. I don't have too many bashing friends.
I'm actually, that's one thing that I've kind of contemplated on getting to as a crawler. I've never had a crawler.
I find it relaxing, where
I
bashing gets your adrenaline up.
I never thought I could get into crawling. That's the thing that I just didn't know if I could
Yeah.
get into it. I like bashing. You know what I mean? I like bashing and racing.
I think I've
Well,
got
once
4
the-
crawlers and 3 bashers, I believe. And a little.
You were saying that your wife
24
would kill you to spend that much, but you probably spend that much in other RC stuff, like you said, things you were doing. Because them car racing thing you talking before get expensive too. That whatever
yeah,
racing
go-kart
shit you
racing.
do.
Yeah, when I go-kart racing, I had a lot of money in it. I mean, and like hunting, you wouldn't believe how much money I got in hunting equipment.
Oh, and
Mhm.
traveling and paying guides and
Yep,
all that. Yeah.
What are you laughing about, Deontay?
He got his mic muted. There
Oh,
he
yeah, his
goes.
mic muted. I seen him
Say that
smile.
again. Oh, I was talking to somebody.
Oh,
Tony in the building, man.
what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's going on, man?
Not much. Just hanging out, listening to you guys talk
About everything,
about everything and anything.
right?
We were just talking about nothing. Shooting the poop. So what I wanted to get into was, so that truck is $3,500. So let me ask you this now:
Uh-huh.
Did the price of the truck change since the Raminator come out?
No, so I bought the Raminator first because of the price of the truck. Like, it was kind of like, I'm looking at something big. Which one do I go with? And the Raminator, they're going to be doing races down at Monster Jam. And they're going to have like a whole Raminator race that they were going to do with them. So I said, all right, I'm in with that then. And so I chose that over the Bari build, which was my first choice after seeing one in person. But because there was a avenue for racing them, I went with the Raminator. But after getting the Raminator and after the cancellation of everything because of COVID, I decided to get a Bari build later because I love the Raminator so much, and having such a big scale vehicle was so cool. I thought, I don't have any room for anything big. Let's get another one. So, yeah. So I sold my Creighton and I sold some other stuff to make room for another big truck.
So how big is this truck? Is it the same size as the Raminator?
No.
Oh,
not
no.
even close.
No.
It's like X-Max size.
Ah, I got you. I see.
Let me.
And that is 3,500.
It is.
That one was 35.
Man, look at that thing.
Oh,
It's
it's like
pretty
70,
massive.
75 billet aluminum and
So you can see the axles alone are just
Wow.
that's $600 just for the axle casing.
600.
Yeah,
Wow.
for two of them.
Man, look how big they are, though. Man, look how thick they are.
Then you're spending probably $100-200 for just wheels and tires from Losi.
I don't know if you know that, but those wheels are you can't touch them for the 300.
They're available again.
Are they?
Yep.
What?
Losi brought them back out. The problem is a lot of it's built off of that and the 5B by HPI. So the shocks are HPI shocks, but you can't get them anywhere because HPI went, they're coming back kind of. There's smaller, cheap stuff right now, it seems like. And they're trying to get part support back, but it doesn't seem like their fifth scale is back yet. So I ended up getting King Motors stuff, which is Primal RC, as far as their shocks. But then Bari, I had to buy a whole bunch of parts for the actual HPI shocks to have them put in because the O-rings and all that were kind of garbage compared to the HPI ones. So it started getting expensive, and that's why you can't put a price on it because literally the cost of it is whatever parts cost at that time, and it's never as cheap as buying. So if you could just buy the MTXL or the DBXLE, it's like $1,100. But you're taking all the drive chain from that, the motor, and then the axles and the drive shafts, all of that kind of stuff are put into this. But when you're buying it one off, it's really expensive. So that's where the cost comes from. And it's a bummer. I mean, you literally see it when you're buying the parts up one off like that. It's nowhere close to buying it ready to run.
Are you feeling okay, Tony? You sound a little winded.
Me?
Yeah, you sound like you're a little out of breath.
Just whenever I talk loud for video stuff, it happens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I talk at a different volume than I normally do.
I was gonna
So
say
normally I would talk down kind of like this and just in a normal voice, but whenever it's video, you kind of use this like much more animated voice and talking and.
Oh, that's what it is. I've been watching too many of your
everybody got the
videos.
customer service voice, and everybody got their live stream voice.
Yeah. So when you're doing your live voice, it's much more like everything comes out at once. Then you got to take a quick gasp and talk again in order to have some kind of energy,
Dada,
yeah.
see Mama.
She's at work.
So CCX. So you bought the certain things from Bart. You didn't buy the truck complete.
Oh no, he built it, but you have to literally like go through part by part and find it all. And so there were parts where they weren't even available anymore, and so I was finding like alternative parts, and we were buying them and shipping them to him from eBay in order to finish it.
Oh wow, that's okay.
So that's where it gets expensive. But also like I wanted to do the new Spectrum motor, and so I paid for all that stuff, and it didn't fit and didn't work. It didn't actually. The motor is bigger in the new DBXLE, and so it's longer, and it actually hit the links, the upper links.
Yeah.
So I then had to buy the other motor. So that's where it kind of got expensive. Was like I had my wish list, and then when he built it, he was like, "Ooh, that didn't fit." And it was like, okay. So now I have like a whole fifth scale Spectrum motor for their DBXLE just in a box sitting downstairs. So some of that added to the price, I would say. But
That thing's still sweet looking, though, man.
it's insane. So you got to buy, like, he has to have the links. They're machine customed by Ernest Lip Trap, and then the cage he has somebody locally build, and that's his design, is the whole frame of it. The axles you have to get from, and you have to find them when they're available. They're not easy to get, but you have to get the axles when they're available from who is it? Man, why am I blanking on that? They're He's getting ready to make some LMT axles too. And I can't believe I'm blanking on it.
Oh, he's making LMT axles too?
Yeah,
Mark?
they're going to look like those, but they're going to be 10th scale for the LMT. And it is... Oh my gosh.
Damn, I should have waited.
I'm going to look up who it is because I can't believe I'm bailing on this. It's too late. I've been working on my ZEI all day, so...
Understand.
Okay, Martinez wants to see the body to the truck.
Oops.
And RC Massmaster wants to be my Valentine. Sorry, buddy. I'm in the girls, man.
RCMM, what's going on, dude?
He also said that Tony, you has pretty eyes. RC Master says that.
He's a fellow film guy. He's a geek, film geek.
Oh, so you know this troll?
He's totally a troll on every live stream. Hess, Hess Machine Axles. Hess, Mike Hess makes the axles, and he's got some he's whipping up for the LMT. And I'm glad he did it. He chose to do. He was asking if we wanted him like the LMT axles or like these ones. And if you guys saw these,
Yeah, the beefy.
show it again. It's 40-pound truck.
They're blocky.
Man.
It's like a blocky.
But they're. Oh, God.
How
Never
heavy
heard
is
it
that
can
thing,
hit
you
your
think?
shin with
It's
it.
over. It's 40 pounds, 40 plus pounds.
I was gonna say, I think
But there are holes on the top and the back side of the axle where you can mount things too. And I said I would do that, like, because that's customizable. People can put the 10th scale axles of that on any truck they want to. It doesn't have to be the LMT. And if you do the LMT axles, it's going to be more limited based on where the links mount and all that on the underside. But if he does that, I mean, it's a game changer. So, but yeah, those are sweet axles. And if you take the insides, the guts of the LMT axles, they're amazing.
The innards.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're good.
Mine are 4 months old and just completely, I've beat on it as hard as you can, the LMT, and all of the drivetrain is completely like fine. I literally haven't done anything to that truck except for change the axles that I've broken. I haven't readjusted my shocks. I literally took it out of the box and I've ran it as is until Matthew Hall and my buddy Joshua Sanford came and broke one of the axles on each of the trucks. But
Which
until
was
then, I hadn't broken any.
It was totally understandable for that situation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And it was the whole point was to see how far they'd go.
And I was watching you run the truck, and I'm like, man, I think I'm gonna get it. I'm like, I've been trying to hit you up and asking you, oh, can you sell me one? Can you sell me one? Can you sell me? I want to buy one. And you were like, I don't really sell them like that. And then you posted the video of them two running it, and I'm like, get it. It's done. It's signed in stone. I'm getting that truck.
Well, I love that because I could film with other people driving it. So the only other time I had that ability was when Adam and Ryan and Kevin Hitmansky all ran it for the actual Losi video. But when it's just me running it, it's like a GoPro or an iPhone. I can't do like the full production stuff and try to do the tricks. And man, they just went nuts with it. And I couldn't believe how long they lasted before we broke them.
Yeah.
But the flip side is everybody sees that and think they should be able to do that. But I'm like, but that was the break point. Like that video shows what you shouldn't do with it. All the other videos up to that is what was capable without breaking it. Their video was what will happen if you do what we did. But they're still, even seeing how long they lasted, that torture was unbelievable. But there's definitely room for improvement, I think, in the axles because they are pretty hollow and they are pretty thin and they're too many pieces. And so if you put all those together, you run into people breaking them. And I think there's definitely room that they could take them and possibly improve them. Even if they leave it multiple pieces, there's definitely, like, those axles have so much room in them. The downside is, unlike the axial axles, which are like tubes, you can't just shove a metal piece inside them. But
Yeah.
I think the RH Designs axle piece that they made that you actually epoxy inside the internals, those look like the most interesting to me as far as like filling it, the inside of it, and making it stiffer. But I know that the Freestyle axle braces have worked great for me so far. But I think if they were to fill more of the inside of those axles, you'd be looking at something a little bit stronger and, you know, but solid axles break. Real trucks break. I mean, if they can break it on the real metal ones, we're going to break them on our toy ones. So,
Exactly.
All right, Tony, I got a question for you, man.
yep.
I was told that you knew what Armor's bringing out next, and you're going to spill it on this live. Is it possible you can tell us what Armor's going to be bringing out first? And my next question to you is, what is your favorite RC car, if you want to answer that, or brand?
Okay. Two answers. The next Arma is going to be... Actually, I have no idea. Like, Jason wouldn't even tell me. I was trying to get it out of him, but he wouldn't tell me. So, I wish I knew that answer. I kind of have hopes of what it could be. I would love to see a big rock, big scale, but I don't think that's what it's going to be. I mean, I hope they prove me wrong, but I would love to see that monster truck like the X-Max in a fifth scale in the big rock. Even if they took it to the, what is it, 8th scale size, a little bit bigger, I like that. The big rock for me is like the Arma to have. So I would love to see another platform for it to be in, but I actually don't know. I wish I did.
That would be good. That'd be pretty badass, though. Excuse
My
language.
favorite RC, though, is the LMT right now. Like, if you guys watch, every time I'm running something... Now, I did end up putting the Trio axles on mine as well. I got them the first batch that came out. And I haven't broke a thing since. There's nothing to break at this point.
I got a question for you.
Yep.
How long have you been in RC?
Me?
Yep. How long have you been into it? When did you get your first RC, I should say?
2013.
2013?
So 8 years.
8 years.
In April-ish. I got a Stampede two-wheel drive.
What got you into buying an RC?
I raced BMX for like 10 years. And then I moved to this house that was like right next to BMX trails. And I brought my BMX bike down from Michigan when I went back there and visited home. And I hurt myself on the trails about a month in. And realized, you know, I'm too old for this. I'm a photographer, video producer for work. And then I couldn't carry all my camera equipment with I ended up pinching a nerve in my neck. So I needed another way to jump stuff. And I happened to be driving over this bridge about a mile from my house. And I saw what I thought was a BMX track. And I thought, oh, hey, this is sweet. I'm going to get into BMX again. Turned out to be an RC track and a shop. And I went in there. I just kind of pulled in to find out why these guys were driving these cool cars on a BMX track and found out there was an RC shop. Went in, saw a Gravedigger, asked my wife if I could have it. She said, not a chance. And then I got like Employee of the Month or something. I got a bonus. And so she let me buy the Gravedigger like 3 months later. So
awesome. Do you still have that RC?
Oh, yeah, I got it. It's right over there.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't get rid of much. Unless I hate it.
Tony, Icon has a question for you. He was actually eating dinner with his wife, and he stopped to ask this question real quick. What kind of camera are you using right now?
So I have a lot of cameras because that's my job. Right now, the camera that I'm using at this moment is a Fujifilm X-H1. Connected to like a Blackmagic A10 Mini Pro that allows me to do a whole bunch of like 4 inputs to my computer.
Oh God, I'm lost already.
Yeah. I get
bet
it.
you have some good lighting. Can you turn your camera
GH5
around?
is what I use for a lot of my videos. Panasonic. I have 2 of those, and then I have I just got a GoPro 9,
Mm.
Oh, nice.
and a GoPro 7 is what I was using here.
I actually just got the GoPro 7 Silver.
Man,
And
these are
there's a lot
awesome.
of-
You can get this one for $250 now.
Yeah,
And I almost got
mine
another
was
one
like-
because it's $100 cheaper and all my batteries fit in this.
Mhm.
But I really wanted that front screen so that when I'm like facing myself
Yep.
for quick stuff, I could see what was in frame. That's the only reason. But it sucks 'cause I had to get a whole new like dual charger, and I've got 3 different GoPro chargers, and
I think I paid $199 for my 7 at
Nice.
Best Buy. So yeah.
but,
Here's
I
another
mean,
question for you here, Tony.
Yep.
Gap and Earl said they got more car combined together than you. How much cars do you have?
He's making all this up.
Well, I gave some away to a charity recently, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm down a few.
So how many you got in your collection, include the ones right behind you?
Probably about 100.
Got you.
I got a
that's
lot.
a lot.
It's a
That's
lot.
a lot.
It's a lot to maintain.
That's only 94 more than I have.
It's a beast to maintain, man. But you know, you get like, so I have like 5 of the SCX 24s. Every one of the SCX 24s. So that takes up 5. I've got 2 of the little SCX 24 or the Kyoshos. I mean, 10 of them are 124 scale, like tiny scale stuff. And then too many monster trucks, and then boats and planes, and
So it's
how many
possible
are
you got
running is
more
a
than
different
100.
question.
Can you tell us
Possibly
something
you
you
got more
filmed
than
lately?
The what?
Can you tell us something that you had filmed lately? I mean, would we see some of your stuff on TV?
Film? Yeah. So currently, on on TBN, there's a State of Faith program that's going on. And the Asia one, I filmed all the stuff from Japan for them. I did another one where it was in Guatemala, Panama. So a lot of it, I spent 2 years on contract for TBN filming stuff for their State of Faith programming. But
So you're mostly independent then, right?
I'm independent right now for the past 3 years.
Nice.
So answer me this. They are somewhat comparable, so you're gonna have to get the answer. One's gas, one's electric. Bari versus Raminator.
Ugh,
Is it
That's
that?
a
Is it
tough
that tough?
I would choose the Raminator. And it pains me a little bit that the Raminator, that they're going electric with it. Because, yes, mine is stock. Like, I've adjusted where my shocks, I've drilled new holes and stuff like that and put on new shock springs. But it is like stock motor, stock electronics. For the most part, it's just a stock truck. And I love it. It needs a little bit more of that low end grunt. It's not there for like that initial punch, but it's scary when it's coming at you full speed, which isn't super fast, but at that size, it's terrifying.
Exactly.
It's the most fun truck I have, like to get out and just run it. And I break it most of the times I take it out. So I
What?
break a shock or something on it, but it's usually just like a shock shaft I'll bend or whatever. But it's usually because I'm launching it stupid, and it's a $5 shock shaft. I'm like, I mean, the real monster trucks, every time they take them out, if they're really running it, they're gonna break it, right? So
The shock shafts are that cheap?
yeah, it's $5 for a shock shaft.
Oh,
Whole new shock setup is $35 for it. So for me to get out there and just completely destroy a shock, I'm like, way cheaper than owning a real one. But
that's cheaper. That's cheaper than well, they're $5. That's cheaper than Armas.
yep, they're not bad for a shock. I'm pretty sure it's $35 if you were to just pull one up and look it up on their website.
Get Grizzly for you.
For all the shock shafts and the shock rod ends and stuff.
The whole shock, you can get the whole thing for $35 built.
What?
Yep. Let me just
So
verify that.
140 for the truck then to do the whole truck.
But usually I just have to replace the shaft, which is only
Techno
it's
shock
$10
shaft.
for two.
But have you thought about doing the shock and the dampeners fitting? You know, doing the double, so just have springs on one and dampeners just the dampeners.
I've looked at it. The real problem is that I'm overextending it, and so I just recently put on limiting straps, and that's kind of helping. All right, so it looks like it's $45 for two shocks, so it's $90 for two, completely built.
$90 for two.
Yep. I'm pretty
Oh.
sure that they sold them as singles, though. Trying to find it.
Icon, I have a question here for you, Tony. He says that if you're free on Friday, can you join his live show?
This Friday, I'm going to be in Florida at the USTE thing, so I could try, but I doubt it. I'll be camping. I don't know if my internet's going to be good enough. But I can definitely join in on one. I don't know if this Friday is going to be great, but I'll try. But yeah, so it's $45. I was wrong. It's $10 more. It's $90 for two shocks.
That costs more than my techno shocks. Or my techno costs more than that.
Yeah. They're not
Right.
great shocks, I'll be honest.
They're not.
No. They're too small for how big the truck is. I think that the shaft should be thicker.
Aren't they 8 mil? So they should probably be about 10.
I've seen bigger ones on King Motors. They're not that thick. They're 7mm shock shafts.
Oh.
And that's typically what I bend. But it's usually because it extends. Like when you jump and it extends, it locks. And when you land, if it's locked up, it bends it. So I just put limiting straps on the front to test them to see if the way I mounted them would work. Because you buy them and there's no instructions, and I wasn't sure how to mount them.
Yeah.
So I mounted two of them, and one of them pulled free eventually. So I need to look at how it slipped out. But it helped immensely, and I think that's going to change it and help my problem. Because most of the time you see it in the video, you watch it extend, and then when you land, it doesn't compress at all. So
So
All right, Tony. Go ahead.
are these limiting straps different primal?
yep, there's metal. They look like something you'd use to hang something from a ceiling, like a safety strap for a lighting thing. The way
Yeah.
the metal, it's just a metal metal piece of wire that has like this clamp that holds them together. So you just loop it over and like lock it together. We use that in film stuff all the time as like a safety chain, but for some reason, the one that I did, it slipped out of where I'd put it, which I don't even understand how it did it, but it's still in the perfect loop and it's still connected at the point, but it somehow slipped out. But it's crazy.
All right, Tony. I got three questions real quick here for you, man. Real quick. What's your oldest RC car? And my next question also is, what is one of your best RC channels on YouTube that people wouldn't believe you like? And damn, the next one I forgot. But you can go to those two for now.
Man. The oldest one is probably my original. Other than a Clodbuster that I bought that's old already, like vintage, like a bullhead, it would be my Stampede 2-wheel drive Gravedigger, which I got in 2013. And it's pretty much how I bought it and ran it the first year. A few upgrades, but mainly motor ESC. The rest of it's just like I bought upgrades and never put them in. I just kept their Phillips head. I just kept putting glue on pieces and sticking it back in. That would pull out, but yeah. So other than like the Tamiya stuff, that's vintage that I've bought after the fact. It's probably that. I've got 3 of those Stampedes now. I've got the Son of a Digger, Grave Digger, and Grave Digger 30th Anniversary Edition Stampedes. So those are kind of my old vintage ones. Favorite RC channel that you wouldn't think that I watch?
Oh, dude.
Besides the Deontay channel, obviously. You know.
Deontay, yeah. So I didn't even realize, dude, I somehow unsubscribed from you. It happens because it happens to some of my favorite channels like The Tank and RC Reactivated. So that's probably one that you guys wouldn't realize that I watch a lot of. But my buddy Jack from RC Reactivated, when I first started in the RC stuff, I was doing it on my personal channel. And then it got to be like I was posting all RC stuff to my personal channel, which was all about photography and video. And I realized those people don't care about it. So I started another channel, which was the CCXRC one. And Jack found it. And he had a Google Plus, way back in the day, Google Plus group. He said I should join, be a part of, whatever. And so back then he went by a whole bunch of other names. He did like FPV, RC stuff, and RC FPV and whatever. But now he's RC Reactivated. And so
Yeah, I gotta
that's the
look him
channel.
up.
He does a lot of slow-mo stuff. He's from Australia. Cool bloke, as we
I
say.
check him out too.
But
I kind of did the same thing as you though. I had a hunting channel,
yeah,
and I realized that people on the hunting channel do not care about RC.
nah.
It's like totally different. So I
You
just
can't
started
blend too
a
much,
separate
can you?
channel. Yeah, no, you can't do it. It doesn't work.
Unless you're a vlog where it's like about you as a person,
Mhm.
and that's just like an element of it. Like, say, Roman Atwood.
Yep.
Like, he somehow brings in RC, he brings in whatever he wants to bring in, but it's really about him and what he's doing during that day.
Right.
But yeah, if you're dedicated to one thing, it does not cross
Yeah, it
breed
doesn't
very
blend-
well.
doesn't blend well with other things, for sure.
Even me trying to do like my full scale Jeep stuff on my channel, nobody cares. If I go off roading for real 1-to-1 and post it, nobody watches. So it's weird.
What about the Traxxas Hawks and the Armor Big Rock? How would you rank those 2 cars?
I ran them both the same day at the BMX trails. The Big Rock was an amazing video that's on my channel still. The Haas was a complete letdown on that same trail. I couldn't get any traction. I couldn't control it. And even when I was doing like my high speed tests on it, the thing drifts. And I couldn't line up. And so they're BMX jumps. So the lineup is only, how big is a BMX tire like this?
Yeah.
So all they need their faces to be is about this wide. And so to try and line that up with the Haas, it was impossible. I couldn't even hit the stuff. And every time I did, it was like,
Do you think
off
it's
into
the
the
setup, or
trees.
did you think it was the tires?
it's the setup. I changed servos and it was a little better with a better servo.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's the tires on it. I don't know. But it's not controllable. Whereas the Big Rock, it's like, it's on rails.
Yeah, I've
It's
seen
low.
I've seen enough videos to know that the Big Rock is like the V3 or whatever. Even
I
though
I got rid of.
Yeah.
I sold my Haas. I gave away to a charity, like a boys' home, the Max and the Creighton 4S because I didn't want to drive anything but the Big Rock.
For the money,
It was
you
just
can
that
take the
good.
Big Rock.
Man, you even got rid of the
I
Max.
beat that Big Rock with the money for the money.
Yeah, for
I got rid of the
money,
Max.
you
I can't
beat
control
it.
the Max. It's too much power.
Yeah,
It's best on 3S in my opinion. But then you had to spend $600. So you buy it, then you have to buy the wide kit, and then you have to buy the better axles. I mean, you're like $650 into it before it's drivable, and even then, it still rolls over all the time. The Max
yeah,
just
mine still rolls over. I did a video today, and I mean, even yesterday I did somewhat a video, but I haven't uploaded it. I mean, it still rolls. You know what I mean?
It's
it
it's
does
so
help
much
out a
power.
little
It's
bit.
it's indestructible.
Yeah, it does help out a little bit, but it still rolls. And yeah, I mean it's a tough truck. I mean it really is for somebody
Yeah.
that wants something that's tough. Besides, the only issue that I ever had with mine, and I still got all the electronics are factory, but I've had to replace 2 bulkheads.
Wow. So
you
I
know,
broke one. So I sent them a whole new chassis because I actually cracked my chassis, and the bulkhead. Where, I mean, I was just sending it. That thing is indestructible. So that's the one thing it has going for it. But the problem is, like, it has to be indestructible because it's impossible to land it. So I would do like big backflips and I'd land it completely flat, and next thing you know, it's like tumbling 100 times.
Yeah, it does do that.
Whereas the big rock is like triple flip, boom, and lands and drives away. And I was like, even my Creighton 4S wasn't that. Like, I just got rid of all of them. Like, I don't need anything but this. It's only one battery, 3S, and it's 50 miles an hour on 3S.
Right.
Where I'm doing
Thing
4S to get that with
See,
the other
I
ones.
was in between the Big Rock and the Typhon 3S, and I went ahead and bought the Typhon just because I want to go to the track.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the only
The
reason. I bought
Typhons
the
are
Typhon.
wicked. And I like the Granite 3S too, but I wanted to try the Big Rock because of the wider stance of it.
Mhm.
And honestly, because the all blacked out look of it looks pretty sick.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Did you check the truck in?
One stop. RC Killer says he can't find your channel.
Tell him One Stop Shop RC Adventures
Okay.
is what it is. And
I need to
actually, I
sub
think
that
the cover photo still says L&R RC Adventures. To be honest with you,
You said one stop shop.
RC Adventures. It's a whole lot to take in. I need to just cut it down to One Stop Shop RC.
Yeah, but I want to say this about the Max.
Go ahead.
The Max, the Max is a super strong truck. Basher
Super strong.
to the core. You know what I mean? You treat it like the ugly stepchild that you never had. You know what I mean? You just
Yep.
beat on it all day long and then take it. But
Yep.
that's all it's got. Once you're there, it's done. It's done.
The only thing that was missing for me was I didn't feel like I was in control of it. Like, I felt like it was awesome and did whatever it wanted with a lot of power and like holy crap factor. But at the end of the day, when I couldn't get it to land where all my other trucks were landing,
Nope.
it was
It
just
won't.
bouncing and flipping away. I was just like,
Even
this
if you
isn't
land
fun
on
anymore.
all
Like,
fours.
I'm done with it. Like,
You land on all fours, it's still gonna flip over on
It's
top.
real. I mean, it's kind of heavy too, though. Really. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a super heavy truck.
It's
But man,
a
it can
heavy
wheelie
truck
for days,
as
like-
big as it is.
Yeah, it's. I'm gonna tell you this.
I
The
thought the
truck-
Haas was better than the Max. And I didn't like, I was kind of a hater from the Haas when they announced it. Like, I was like, why is this $400? This is like just a built up like 4x4 Stampede.
The
But
battery
when I
issue.
actually drove it, the Haas handled more like a full size X Max than the Max did.
Now
Like
I
the way
had
that
better-
you would hit the corner and it would just turn, like it would lean into the corner and just
Yeah.
power through it and slide like the Max
that's what
does,
the Haas
X Max.
The Haas does that.
Oh yeah, it's way different than the Max. Like, it was hard to roll it over. So like you'd run it and you'd turn and it would do that whole lean that the X Max does, where
Yeah.
you just see the whole body roll into the corner, and then it would just slide and pull out of it. And I was like, this is what I wanted the Max to do. This has the cheap shocks. And so, like, that was what I made fun of it for. It's like, man, this just has plastic shocks, whatever. The shocks on the Max are so much bigger. You get way more for your money out of the Max. But the smaller shocks actually worked better for the weight of the truck. So the problem is that the Max is way too stiff. And it just bounces and rolls and flips. And it's too, it's uncontrollable. Where the Haas was like, holy cow, this is like playing with a big X Max in a 10 scale size.
Yeah.
So
Now, I
that
had a
was
lot
actually
better
my
luck when
favorite
I
of
had
the two.
Badlands on it, though. When I had the Badlands, I mean, I can land quite a bit when I have the Badlands on the Max.
On the Max.
Yeah, when I put the Badlands on there, it was a whole different ball game. You know what I mean? When I put the Badlands on there.
But you have to upgrade your drive shafts to do that because they're
Yeah,
heavier.
which I had the still CVDs. So
Right.
yes.
So that's $100 for Badlands and $100 for CVDs. So you're
Well, plus you have to buy
$800
the
almost
adapter-
into the
adapter.
max.
I'm probably 1,000. I'm probably over 1,000 with batteries. You know, buying batteries
Yeah.
in the max. And that's kind of sad to say because I guess I could have had an X Max.
Which is what I
Tommy.
told everybody when I bought it. It was like, I would just save your money and buy the X Max. But the problem is if you don't have room for an X Max or you don't have like the car or whatever, the Max makes sense. But in reality, the Haas, I think, makes more sense because it actually handles like the X Max does. But
The Max just drives so. I'm on my 5th Max, and the reason I keep getting rid of them is because how horrible they drive. The only thing I like about the truck is I can send it through the sky.
yeah,
That's the only thing I like about it. Everything else, I can't stand that truck. I hate it. I hate it. I hate Traxxas electronics. I love the style of the truck because it's like an X-Max, but it drives so terribly that I cannot stand it.
yeah.
And if you put the only tires that I found that actually make this truck drive halfway decent is the Red Cat Kaiju tires, and then the truck drives a lot smoother. But I still got to the point where I'm like, I can't stand how I can't explain anymore on how much I hate how it drives.
Well, it drives better with the wide kit. That's definitely for sure.
I never drove it without. I only drove it with the wide. I never drove the truck.
I think it's a crying shame that they sell it as is without it being a wide kit. Like once they realize, like, so if it was Arma, so this is my thing between Arma and Traxxas. Arma would see the truck and every complaint that everybody has with it, and they would change it and try and upgrade it.
Yep.
Traxxas is going to sell it as it is, and then they're going to sell you a $70, $60 upgrade with every single color known to man to be able to put on it for whatever
Preach.
amount more.
Yep, but people are going to buy it. People are going to buy it.
People are going to buy it because they're not selling to RC enthusiasts; they're selling to newbies
Yep.
that aren't into RC.
They're selling to people like I was when I bought it. You know what I mean? I was a
Yeah,
newbie.
well,
I was a
and
newbie when I
so
bought it.
here's my thing. I started with the Stampede. I love the two-wheel drive Stampede. I think the Bigfoot's amazing. All for the two-wheel drive Stampede platform. I then got the X-Max from them. It's 6S, first when it first came out. Loved it. Favorite truck for years.
Yep.
Absolutely amazing. Everybody wanted it to go faster. They put 8S in it, and everybody started blowing stuff up, bearings and whatever. But my 6S I never changed a thing in it. It was stock for 2 years. The only thing that changed was the front diff ring and pinion because a kid hit my house with it at full speed, and it blew the front diff. I've broke arms, and I broke one shock shaft, and I broke the actual wheels themselves jumping it big. But, like, all of it was stock. ESC, I never changed the ESC motor, any of that stuff. It was just awesome. And then I just sold it because I was planning to buy an 8S, but I've just been watching everybody completely out of the box blow their spur gears just like down to nothing, like smooth it right out of the box. They blow their bearings. The bearings just explode like RC Guy Garage, like first run.
5 minutes, the bearings were gone.
And it's crazy, right?
Yeah,
But the
that's kinda what
TRX4
turned
I
me
also
off.
bought, and it was amazing out of the box. I didn't replace a thing on it. I drove it stock for 2 years, gave it away to somebody because he drove his truck into the ocean on accident, and it was gone. And I'm like, dude, stop by my house. I'll give you my TRX4. And
That's a tough truck.
it was still, everyone complained about the servos. I was still in the stock servo. All of the stock shifting servos for 2-speed and diff locking, everything was stock on the truck. I didn't do anything to it. It was the original Defender one, 2 years old, drove awesome. But, and then I got the Max because I love the X-Max so much. And I was like, man, this is awesome. And I kept trying to love it, and I just didn't. And at the point, I just, after I drove the Big Rock, I'm like, I don't even need this anymore. And then I got the Haas because it was new. And YouTube makes me kind of, people want to see the new stuff, so I bought it. And I actually really like the Haas, honestly. Like, I think it's overpriced, but I think it's an awesome vehicle. Like, it drives really good. It does have a little bit of wander to it, more than it should have, but that's a monster truck thing, and it just happens. But the bunny hop feature on it was awesome, and I thought it handled really well. It cornered, didn't roll over all the time, jumped well, landed well. It chassis slapped, but that doesn't bother me. Some people hate that. Whatever. If you send it big, it's going
I
to.
was gonna say, I think they all chassis slap. You know,
Like,
they
everyone
spin
tries to
hard
get
enough.
that out. I'm like, at some point when you send it, it's going to. So, but
You want
it's a good truck. It's just, it's a little, I think they'd have been better off at like 370, 380. Just
So
like
what-
50
so what-
bucks more than the Arma.
So what do you think about when they compared the Rustler 4x4 VXL to the Haas? Do you think
That's
they're-
what's crazy, because they're so similar, but the price is so different.
Yeah, I mean, because they are kind of obviously they're kind of similar. I bought stuff for my Rustler VXL 4x4 that was actually the Haas, and it fits. You know what I mean? Like the CVDs, everything. So, but I mean, I guess the Haas probably does sit up a little higher, right? On the
Yeah,
bid.
it definitely does sit higher. And it's got a bigger motor. The price discrepancy is a little bit strange, because it's not like better shocks or better, but I think it's a cool vehicle.
We'll see.
Earl Moorhead saying he loves his Max on backflips 4S wide kit metal shafts is a beast. Handles way better now. But man, again, he's at that point, 4S wide kit and metal axles, he's an X-Max into it.
Yeah, I am too.
Oh,
I
yeah,
have the
it's
white
expensive.
kit, the steel CVD. Then you have to get the adapters, to put the CVD kit on there.
Yeah.
Plus the Badlands. You know what I mean?
He's $800 into it, and it handles great. My complete stock 3S Big Rock is $330, and I love it. So I like it better than my Outcast 6S.
Wow.
Like, I break that thing all the time. I don't ever seem to break my Big Rock. So
Getting back on the X-Max thing as you were talking, I'm kind of in the same boat, man. I've been wanting X-Max for so long, man, and it just seems like all these people have been buying the 8S. The more I've been watching how much they've been breaking and tearing up stuff, the more that it's kind of turned me off a little bit onto it, and I've been like leaning towards, like I was talking to Deontay about getting the Creighton 6S. Right
Yeah,
now,
well-
I'd rather have the 6S Creighton than the X-Max now, just because of everything.
It'll bend.
Everybody's been having issues.
you could do the 8S on 6S if you wanted. But I think the thing is, people put those big Badland tires on the X-Max too. The second you start going away from stock and you put the bigger motors in it, that's when stuff really blows up.
True.
So,
I ain't gonna deny it. Everybody should own an X-Men.
I think they're amazing.
They are. They changed the game for our city. In my opinion, when it comes to ADAS stuff and big scale, that truck is so impressive. It's so impressive. It does so much.
See,
But
now I hear you say the complete. You know what I mean? Like it.
I love mine. I don't know why. People kept trying to buy it, and I was selling it. And I posted up for sale. I'm like, I don't know why. Because I sold mine. I had the big block. I had the fifth scale electronics, the Castle 2028 and stuff. And I had the plow and everything on it. And I sold it because it got to the point where it gets to the point where it's like too much. The truck was too much. That fifth scale electronics, it gets wild. The
Yeah.
one thing I would recommend, if you really want to go fast in it, you get the 6S version, 1600 kV X-Max motor. You get that, the truck is an animal. You know what I mean? And you don't have to put the fifth scale electronics in it or anything. And just leave it stock. You don't have to do nothing to it.
So the difference that I have, and so I agree completely with you, that if you're in a wide open place and you don't have jumps, you want more speed, right? Because you want to wheelie and be crazy. Where I am, I can't hit jumps I can't hit them at half speed without going so high in the air. Like, I don't need 8S. Like 6S was like oversending everything. And
I didn't beg you to say something like that, Tony, because I need that speed, because when I get it in the air, I want to backflip it so that 1600 kV plays a role.
Yep.
The RPM to get the tires to start ballooning and start getting the force.
Yep. So that was the one thing I struggled with 6S was I couldn't backflip it easily. Like it was just making the backflip with the 6S X Max. And that's where the 8S would be nice. But even still, I was like flat landing at like 10 feet past the landing because of how far it would go at that speed. I mean, you hit something even at the 35 that the 6S could go, it would launch it. It just didn't have the speed to do the rotations.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I would do front flips because I could hit the brakes and it would be easier to front flip
To
it.
force it forward, yeah.
Yep.
So Tony, Traxxas X01 or Armor Felony, which one?
I've never driven an XO1, so I can't say. I would actually get the infraction because you don't have to deal with multiple tire sizes and all of that. I have both. I have the new infraction. I have the new felony. The felony looks amazing,
I love
but
the Felony, man.
it's a pain in the butt having. You can't rotate your tires. You can't.
Oh, they're
I
staggered.
love the
I didn't
Felony
know
though,
that.
man. Why you don't like the Felony? It's kind of like in a class by itself though, because of that.
Well, it doesn't have the handbrake that the infraction has, and the handbrake's wicked to send
took
it into
mine
drifts. You took your handbrake off? I love the handbrake. I bought it for my felony.
That shit that happened with folks last week and the week before.
So
Shit, yo.
Well, what is one RC car you don't have?
Man, 96 cents.
Vanquish Pro.
And we're talking pennies, bro.
I don't have an X Max.
4.5.
I don't
You
have
don't
an
have an
Outcast 8S. I've
No.
never had a Creighton 6S.
Really?
Nope.
You work hard.
Well, actually, I bought the EXB, but I never unboxed it. I sold it before
I can't do
it
What?
sat here for 2 months, and I never opened it, and I sold it.
that. They even made 95.
Oh.
So I'm not like an Armor fanboy or anything, like people might think. I actually buy
Oh.
any RC car. I could care less.
500 2
You
days.
never own an X Max.
I had the 6S when it first came out, and I just sold it about a year ago, thinking I was going to upgrade to an 8S, and I never did.
Elon's coin.
COVID hit, and a whole bunch of stuff hit.
I said, bro, I'm putting
I
salt.
think everybody should own an X Max if you ask me. And that's the best car Traxxas make. For me, in my opinion, is the X Max.
Watching it, like,
I think so.
so.
Well, the TRX4 is pretty special.
Died.
It's just
Yeah,
a
I heard
different.
that in the background too. Who was that watching the
Dude,
live?
what's in the background? Somebody's hearing noise in the background.
Somebody's watching TV. It might be One Stop.
Let me see. Let me shut the door.
Oh no, that was me. That was me.
Oh, it's Dante. One Stop.
No, I was going to say I didn't know if it was me or not.
Trying to read the comments.
Easy, Eddie.
Yeah, somebody wanted to ask
What do you want, Big
Tommy,
Head? What's your
if-
favorite RC? You've been quiet. I want to hear from you.
Man, I just bought my first Armor Big Rock. I
All
put
right.
out a video. I think it hit this morning about 1 o'clock Eastern time, air time. And that Big Rock is a beast for the money. $319. I got it shipped from A Main in Charlotte. It was here in 3 days because I ordered it on a Sunday. And I actually broke an A-arm on it. But if you watch my video, I was probably about 40 feet in the air and come down one wheel, just like, just straight on that one wheel, just like that. And it snapped the A-arm. It would have done that if it was a Traxxas X Max or anything. So I'm not blaming it on the truck. But yeah, I'm going to buy some more Arma stuff for sure. Yeah, I love it.
Heck yeah. Here's my thing. A lot of people do blame on like vehicles, bad parts and stuff. But I tell you what, about everything I've broken has always been my fault. You know what I mean?
That's
When
right.
When I send it and it lands, I mean, you're not going to have something not break on some of the ways that these vehicles land on how hard you send it.
I agree with that. I break most of my stuff.
Yep, I do too. But I mean, as a basher, obviously you're going to break stuff. So
Oh, yeah. You'll do it crawling too if you get crazy and put some brushless stuff in there. What about the Rift? Has anybody heard a date on that? Because
you can count me out on that.
Yeah.
I've watched RC Sparks. I'm not impressed with it.
They told me if I ordered one, it would be on my doorstep February the 12th. And now I think they're saying sometime in March.
Yeah, it's hit the Lunar New Year, so China's on shutdown for a month.
On the feedback.
Hey, Deontay, what's your Facebook? That way I can hit you up about that crate.
It's my name.
Is it just your name? Is it just Deontay?
Yeah, last name HIEB.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I wanted you on here, I really wanted to get some insight about the Bari versus the Raminator. It's not more so. I mean, it's similar. One's a gas, one's electric. One's fifth scale, one's fifth scale. Technically a fourth or a third. You know what I mean? But
The one issue that I find with the Bari build is and he's still working on it. So when I started getting into it, we started talking about how to do a 5th scale servo in it instead of 2 10th scale servos. And so he made a mount for it. It actually mounts behind the axle so you don't see it because he wants it to look scale and not have like the front bar that so many of the monster trucks have on them.
Yeah.
And so it's tucked behind, and it uses a shock as like the arm, and that's kind of like a servo saver. And then it has to use he has a tapped Integy metal rod end, I guess, or shock end that goes into it. And then if you hit something, that'll rip off. So if you clip something weird with the front end, it just rips right off, which is great because you don't blow anything up. But then you have to take that whole mount off because the servo's mounted in to the back of the axle forward and everything's here. You have to remove that, and it ties into the circle part of the axle, and so there's a bunch of screws you have to pull off to back that whole mount off, to put a new end on, and then reattach it to the servo. So it's about a 15 to 30 minute job, which isn't the end of the world. But I've done it most of the times when I break the truck. That's what ends up happening. So now I have stock in those little Integy ones, but I have to self tap them to 3.5 millimeter. So that's the one thing is I wish there was a better way to do that servo setup for it, because that's really the only issue. And the only other issue I have is that there's so much power on 8S that I end up every once in a while, no matter how much I Loctite it, the pinion will just come off and disappear. And then I'm searching through the grass to find it wherever I last had power. And that's happened twice. So those are the two issues I've had with it. Other than that, I mean, it's been pretty stout, and it's a ton of power. I tried backflipping it, which ended up doing almost a double backflip with a twist because it's nuts. And then I went to re-hit it after I missed it, and that's when I lost that pinion the first time. The second time.
You got it on video, do you?
I do have it on video, yeah. It was on Instagram. It might have been on, I think I put it on, I did put it on YouTube as well. But, I mean, that's all I've had with it, the issues. I mean, it's a pretty awesome truck. But you can't run it like the Raminator. It's just like, I can run that thing for an hour just filling up the gas, you know, and it just goes. Where with the other one, you have the battery and you have to charge, you know, it's 8S. So you got 2 4S, and I've got 2 sets of those. So I've got 2 sets of 8S power. So I can maybe get 20 minutes out of it. Then I have to wait 2 hours to charge everything up again to run it again. Where the Raminator, like, you run out of gas, you just pour it back in and just keep driving it. So,
do you got the stock carb, or did you get the two needle?
I have the 2 needle, but I've seen so many bad things about it that I haven't installed it.
Oh, really? Because I was looking online.
Most people can't tune it.
Really?
Yep. So, and mine's tuned pretty well on the single. I just thought if I got the dual carb, the dual adjustment, I'd get more low end.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Let's see. Icon wants to know if Tony, if you're getting the Rift.
I don't plan to. I mean, I have a custom Wraith built rock bouncer, so I don't feel like I need to get it. So
Yeah, it's basically about the same thing, I think.
that's exactly what it is. So I have a Donald Jenkins one, which is amazing. The Wraith axles are there's so many parts for it. I keep seeing the front axle break on the Rift. Some kind of
Whoops, Lang. That's the first thing I picked up.
yeah. I'm
What
up
do you
in
think
the
about
air. I
that
think it
new-
looks cool, but so much torque twist. So it's a very limited use vehicle for me. I don't have any rocks here, so even the one I have it's over at my buddy's to get fixed, and I don't miss it.
Do you get even half? Do you even get half of your cars out a year?
Half of them?
Yeah.
I run a lot of them, yeah. I mean, 'cause I have so many of them are monster trucks. So I've run in this room. I've run most of them this year. I haven't run my semi truck yet in 2021. But the
I got a
rest of my
question.
thing I've run, except for my my tank monster trucks, which I haven't figured out yet.
Are you going to be able to keep that tractor off your taxes? Yes, sir, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Great.
Yep, that's why I got it.
I seen them stickers all over in that video. I said, yes, sir.
You're gonna
So
see it in a
tax-
lot of videos too, just to
Yeah.
prove that I use it all the time. It's my main use for it is to rework the backyard whenever I need to.
Yeah, CSL wants to know, should he use limiting straps on his LMT?
If you like it, I don't have limiting straps on any of my monster trucks except now for the Raminator because it blows the shocks out. But none of my other trucks have them, and I haven't ever needed them. So I've been running mine without them, and my shocks are fine. Racers might, but I don't plan to race that truck. I've got the Freestyle RC Pro Cs. I have 2 of them now that are matched, and I think that more if you want to race, you want to have things that are similar. And if one gets knocked out, it's not like, oh crap, I'm running something completely different. It's like it doesn't matter which one gets knocked out; they're both the same and they handle the same. So it's more like practice having more than one of the same truck.
Man, I was looking at those Pro Cs, man. I'm like, man, they're so sick looking, but I mean, they're LMT level. They seem, but you got the little issues. You know what I mean? The rods popping out. That seems pretty annoying.
They're not gonna do the backflips and all that. They're not gonna be. They're not as wild and unwieldy like the LMT. The LMT gets set like a real monster truck, where the Pro C, you can throw it as bad as you want, and when it hits the ground, it's gonna stick all 4 tires on the ground and just keep going straight.
Yeah.
The suspension is that amazing on them that it's really about. It's a race truck versus the LMT comes out of the box as a basher, freestyle truck.
Tony, RC Masters wants to know if you could send him that hat you wear, not to wash it, and send it to his Lord of the Rings address.
This is my tractor hat, man.
Wants to know if you could send it to his Lord of the Rings address.
This is my John Deere hat. When you buy a tractor, you get this hat. He can have it when he buys himself a tractor.
That's a.
Yeah, I had a John Deere before. Those things are they're nice.
I bought it because the resale value.
Yeah.
You can own it for several years, pay it off, and then it's still worth 3/4 of what you paid for it new, almost. It's crazy.
That ain't a lie either.
They're not working.
So the amount that I was renting tractors and stuff for, it made more sense to buy one and then sell it 5 years later after I pay it off than to keep renting them. Because to rent them, the amount of money I spent would have been more than what I'd have lost by owning one.
Did you have septic tank problems not too long ago? Somebody mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, I've had 2 new septic tanks installed in the 7 years we've had this house.
Man.
Sucks.
Yeah, you got one stop right next to you. He would take care of that for you. That's the man right there.
One stop,
Septic.
you do it?
Oh, I'm a plumber. I'm a licensed plumber.
Yeah.
But
The
I
first
don't-
plumber we had out said, "Oh, your septic system's done." I'm like, "We just bought this house. It passed inspection. They said it was fine." It's like, "Nah, your septic system's done." I'm like, "What the?"
Yeah, I guarantee
He was
you,
right.
You gotta. Sometimes when you get a house inspection, they don't know everything.
Yeah.
They don't go into detail like they're supposed to. Did you have to replace the fingers or just the tank itself?
We had to have 3 new tanks installed, an electric system that runs it all
Mhm.
with pumps.
Mm-hmm.
They first did a drip irrigation system, and that failed from day one, never worked. And so 2 years later, we had it replaced with another finger system. But they wouldn't allow the finger system when we had it installed because the health department said that they no longer were code.
Right.
Well, about 8 months later, they changed their tune and said that they're code again as long as you have it engineered with fingers.
Gotcha.
So it's been a very frustrating, like, you wish you could sue the city kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
A lot of money.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a lot.
About
of money
40
right there.
grand.
Yep. I was getting ready to say somewhere around there. You had 3 of them done.
Wow. So how many bathrooms is that?
We have 2.5.
2.5.
Yep. Well, no, that's not true. We have 3.5 because we have an in-law suite.
Damn, you got a big house.
But they typically shower at an outdoor shower they had installed, so it doesn't actually add to it that much. And they actually looked at how much they drained our septic in order to see how much we're using, and they said we use almost nothing compared to what everybody uses for their septic systems, even with the setup we had. And the guy that installed it was going to bat for us against the architects and the city. And he kept saying the architects drew this like whole mound system. He's like, you don't want that. Just wait. The city's going to change it, like their ridiculous rules because the state is
Yeah,
gone
you just want
crazy.
the septic with the finger system.
He's like, you want the fingers. Like, this is
Yeah.
stupid. He hated it.
That's what's going to work the best.
So as soon as the fingers were allowed again, he's like, dude, you need to get on them, have it redrawn up and get it installed right now. That's why we waited 2 years. Like, it literally failed from day one. And he just kept saying, don't take whatever they're drawing up for you. Just ignore it. And, yeah, so.
No, let me ask you guys, what fingers you guys talking about? Keep you guys to what's fingers?
It's septic system has pipes that go out that are
Yeah.
in tunnels with rocks and tubes that go out.
okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Drain lines.
just like
Yeah.
fingers, just like just like a retaining detention pond, stuff like that, where the water goes out to and all that stuff.
So the first install destroyed my first RC track. The second thing, I just put a few jumps in while I was waiting, and I waited for several years, and I was finally like, screw it. I spent $2,000 or whatever renting tractors and dirt and all that and building that 5th scale track. And then like 3 weeks later, the septic guy calls and is like, we need to put this septic system in right now while they allow this leach field. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're kidding. Like, I waited because, and I finally was like, it's never going to happen. Then it finally happened. And yeah, so, and then he built it. Like, I'd put the whole system in past where we'd had like posts in our yard for like a year and a half of where it was going to be. And then they finally did it, and he moved it right to where I put my track in. So he destroyed it all. But whatever. It happened. I got a tractor. I can redo what I want now.
Well, fellas, I hate to say it, but I got to work in the morning.
Yeah.
I got work in the morning too.
All right, fellas.
I got to get
It's
up
getting
early.
cold out
All
here.
right, Tony.
Hey, everybody have a great night. It was awesome to be on here with you guys.
Hey, we really
see
appreciate
you,
you
man.
coming out, man. You
Yes,
guys, everybody in here, y'all are welcome whenever you want to come in.
Thank you.
Much appreciated if you guys
Hey,
come.
Tony, it was nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, you as well.
Yep.
All right, Tony.
Sorry to come in and talk
Yeah.
so much.
Big head.
You're good, man.
Nice
We
to meet you. One stop.
Yep. See you guys
All right,
Y'all
you
take it
guys.
easy.
Till next time.
later.